paciencia.
Ame la ciencia.
Okay, I'm here. Hello, Tates. Listen, I was supposed to start 30 minutes ago. But I'm gonna need y'all to appreciate the tea I be bringing to you. And oh my God, we still haven't gone over the King of Nothing's exposed video on the Tates. We still haven't gone over Dookie the Don doxing LT and his girlfriend. Okay, I say we. And by the way, I just gave up on the whole thing of Brittany Simon's exposed. Man, that video has been sitting in the queue for daggone 4 weeks. Did you hear what I said? 4 weeks, that daggone video. And I said, you know what? It's over. I missed the window. So I just got rid of that video. But I really want to go over LT getting doxxed over, by Dookie the Don. Heard that he was part of the Red Pill community. Didn't know that. So I really want to look at his exposed video. And I want to go over the King of Nothings. But new stuff be coming out. And so let me explain to you what I just spent. Actually, I spent an hour. I know you guys probably don't realize it because, you don't do this. But I got the full, okay, there is a clip that is going viral that once again a white supreme pizza comes for Myron, calls him an SN, a sand roach. Okay, I guess you can put the N word with the hard R in there. And He's in a with your mother with your. They're in a group whining and complaining about my people, the Jews. We are such an awesome race of people. Okay, we are so awesome. I mean, did y'all hear what we were doing down there with the pagers and the beepers and the walkie talkies and the cell phones and the laptops and oh, I'm so glad to be Jewish. I love my Jewish people. Oh my goodness. I don't know what anybody would think about me being on the side of what? Anyway, so they was in a room crying about it. The things that Myron said in that daggone in that Twitter space is so embarrassing. And I was like, you know what? I gotta show you guys this video. I gotta play that clip. But I had to heavily censor the video because they're all with the F slurs and the white supreme pizza is down with the is calling Myron a san N-word with the hard R. And like and then they both keep using the word anyway, they was just using a lot of bad words. A lot of bad words I can't say here, right? But it was the most pathetic showing. No, not pathetic. It's up there, right? Of Myron, like, in other words, Myron is like, listen, I go against black people and I go against the Jewish people and I talk about how white people are the best and I support white supreme white supreme pieces and you guys don't even appreciate me. You guys don't even appreciate me. I really help you. I'm trying to be a good overseer. I'm doing a business. Why won't you love me? Why won't you love me? Why won't you love me? That's how that was, right? Now let me tell y'all something. And then Myron does this thing where he calls the white supreme pizza a Mexican. Now, you're probably thinking like, well, what's so big deal about that? I'll tell you what's so big deal about that. That's like me calling Wesley Snipes white. Clearly he's not white. And I don't know why I got to constantly teach these knuckle dragging Neanderthals the difference between race and nationality. Mexican is not a race. Mexican is a nationality. But I'm going to tell you why he really called this white guy who's a white supreme pizza, why he called him a Mexican. Because he didn't want to use any white racial slurs. That makes him a coward. See, if anybody watches my replies, I really hate that some people get notified about my replies when I'm fighting with other people, right? One thing about me is I'm not beholden to no team, okay? I am team tree. And if you are black and you come onto my Twitter account, and you reply to me with something derogatory, like calling me a bad wench. If you call me, by the way, I'll be like, yep, I sure am, right? And if you call me any kind of like Uncle Thomasina or something like that, I'm gonna come after you with Pookie. I'm gonna call what you didn't do. I'm gonna come with you. I'm gonna come after you with the slurs that the white supreme pieces use. Except I'm gonna be a little bit meaner. Okay, I'm going to tell you to go check in with your probation officer. I'm going to go tell you to go take some STD tests. I'm going to actually come hard. If you come after me, I'm going to match your energy. You come after me trying to race shame me as a black woman, I'm going to come after you. Okay, so if a black person come and try to race shame me for not falling in line with the group, for not being, and it says right here, I don't know, and I'm mask off. I'm mask off. The skin folk who ain't your kinfolk, transracial rooftop Korean. I need to change that and say, I'm a trans, I am a honorary Jewish woman. Because once this whole thing is over, I'm going to be going back to transracial rooftop Korean. So it's obvious where I am. So if you come after me and you're black, you come after me, I'm going to come after you hard and vicious. And if you come after me white, I'm going to come after you also hard and vicious. And you all saw how vicious I get, and oh my God, and how I love to use them white racial epithets when Sneako got punched in the face by that Mandingo brother who thought he was Superman. Dun, 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 punch in the face. Okay, he did a superfly sonuka off of the daggone stage, and made Sneako had to replace his teeth. So then the white supreme pieces, for some crazy reason, took this as an insult because he was with the Groypers, and they decided to come into my thread where I'm clowning Sneako for getting punched in the mouth, okay? And they're calling me all kinds of N-words and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, come on. I think these white supreme pieces need to come up with more than N-words with the hard R. Yarn. Do you know how long my vocabulary is with things I can say against them? And I came after them hard. And the biggest thing I did was they said, oh, blacks are so violent. I was like, yep. That's not an own, baby. Okay. That's not an own. All right. I was like, absolutely. And I think other black people who don't know much about me saw how I was going right after these white supreme pieces saying, yeah, we are violent. That's right. That's right. That's why we keep you in check. Okay. That's why Sneako had to get a new tooth. All right. Okay. Might makes right. You think I'm gonna sit up here talking about some, oh no, what are you talking about? That's the reason why I can boastfully say you ain't never seen no black woman get her face smashed in no damn cake. I can say that with my chest. You will never see a black woman get her face smashed in some cake. Anyway. So, and I call what? Male monkeys, male Yakubian monsters. I do all that stuff, right? So I don't discriminate. If you white and attack me, okay, I will attack. If you white and attack me for being black, I will attack you back. As a matter of fact, wait. Oh, I can't show it. One of the taters on my Twitter tagged me into some Andrew Tate wannabe fan, and I was like, albino Harambe's facts. So she called me an N-word with the hard R, but she censored it. And then this is what I use, because I'm gonna show you what I use. Hold on, because I can't show you the tweet because I'll get in trouble on YouTube, right? But this is what I used. Bam. I just replied to her like that. Dude, I can play the game. I don't discriminate. I responded to her like this. Hey girl, put some clothes on. That's what I said. Put some clothes on. So I can play that game, baby. Okay? Trust and believe. But Myron cannot do that. And he won't do that. That makes him a coward. It's funnier when you think about it. If blacks are so violent, why are white people so surprised when they respond with violence? So goofy. Facts, Kawan. Tree, did you go over Queen Melania's recent video on... Now, this is... Again, I got to keep saying this over and over again. This is not my political channel. Why do y'all do that? Okay? Stop it. Get help. Now, go in the corner and take your medication. All right. So that's what I do. But Myron does not stoop that level. He is a coward. So he calls a white guy a Mexican, which he's clearly not a Mexican, because he wants to be able to use slurs for that you would call, and he does. Okay, he wants to use Mexican slurs or slurs for Mexicans because he is too afraid to use slurs against whites because he's afraid. This guy literally confronted him and said, I will find you. I live in the white supreme peace, by the way. He said, I live in Florida. We're going to listen to it. We're not going to listen to it now, but we'll listen to it eventually. He said, I live in Florida and I will find you and I will and punch you in your face. And Myron, but he didn't say I accept the challenge. He didn't say I'll take you on. Myron avoids it. The white supreme peace challenged and threatened to attack Myron twice. Now, here's why I know Myron is, well, I already knew he was a coward, right? Myron always wanted to challenge people to a fight, and then when everybody would back down or say, you just silly, I'm not going to do it. Then when Preach said, I'll do that, I would get the little short one, and then I'll go after Fresh, and then I'll go after Myron. What they do? Okay, well, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to have it at this venue. You're gonna have to pay this amount of money. So then they put stipulations on it because then they got scared. Because after a while, they realized, someone called us on our threats. So then when it was realized and they lost a lot, I don't know how people sit up here and forget about that, how Myron and Fresh challenged both of them to a fight, and Preach said he will take them both on. He said he was going to be in Florida and he said, I'll take you both on. And then when he said you take them both on, that's when they want to add extra rules and stipulations, and it's got to be streamed. You got to agree to this. You got to sign this contract. Whatever happened to just old plain old fight? Because that's what you said. You didn't say all this stuff. Let's hook up a sanctioned fight or whatever. You was like, I'm feeling myself. I'll come and this is what blah, 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 blah. Right? Hold on a second. Rion, I need you to hold on. Winters is a bit mixed. He keeps saying his grandfather was Mexican. I'm gonna stop putting you guys in timeout when you start saying stupid stuff that doesn't have anything. I keep saying Mexican is not a is a nationality, not a race. I did that. What is today? Wednesday? No. What? Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So I had a stream, a bonus stream yesterday. Savage Sweetheart, $10. Sorry, Tree. Ignorance, tax free. Oh, thank you. Okay. Let me put you in timeout, girl. Hold on a second, girl. You got to put somebody in timeout already. Okay, you go. And go now. Rhiannon, while you are in timeout, go get some smart water. Okay. All right. Now I don't know what kind of smart water they got over there in Romania, but you need to go find it. Shut up. You don't know nothing about race, ethnicity, or nationality. Now, excuse me, as I was pleasantly surprised. Savage Sweetheart, thank you so much for the $10. And thank you for the ignorance tax fee. And most of all, thank you for my flower. I appreciate that. Okay, now, yesterday, wasn't it yesterday? No, it was Monday. No, it was Monday. No, it wasn't yesterday. Can't do it on yesterday. Monday, I did a bonus stream. It was pretty funny because nobody was interested in the content. We were talking about everything but that. And I wanted to focus on Andrew Tate versus Sneako because I didn't want to get too far behind. And I was getting so angry with people saying stupid stuff in the chat, especially in reference to race and ethnicity and nationality. And oh, we got a new tater. He's a Russian. Okay, we got one of my boys. He said, "I'm gay from Russia and I love you, Tree." I was like, "Oh, I got another boy. I got another one of my gay boys joining me." Y'all know I love that. But because we was doing it so early, he was able to join the chat. And I was putting women in timeout left and right. Now, normally it's the guys that act up during this time, but on that particular time, at that particular day, I don't know how many times I had to cuss out some woman who wanted to sit up here and tell me that Tate's daddy is, no, she said Tate was Arab. Then people gonna try to tell me. Then I got women telling me that that Tate's father is mixed. When ain't nobody with that type of nappy hair gonna be mixed. Okay. Then they gonna tell me Doja Cat got 4C hair. Did you hear me? They gonna tell me Doja Cat hair is 4C. So I was getting so tired of the stupidity I said, I'm putting people in timeout. Because you know when I realized, like, here it is. Some people are lonely in their lives and they want me to single them out because it just makes their day. Now, if you want me to single you out, hit that super chat. Hit that donation at the pinned comment at the top of the chat. Okay, you want extra special attention, okay? But from now on, I'm putting y'all in timeout. I'm not putting up with this because they derailed the entire stream throughout. But we didn't care, by the way. But the stream was derailed big time because people forgot to put on their helmet, forgot to get on the short bus, and they forgot to take their medication. I thought they stupid thought that Doja Cat got 14 hungry. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not putting up with this, and I decided to carry that rule to the day. So Rihanna want to sit up here and try to talk about Nick Fritos is Mexican and all. I don't want to listen. I don't want to hear this. Mexican is a nationality. It's not a race. You got white Mexicans. You got black Mexicans. Okay? Y'all don't know nothing about race, and I'm tired of teaching it to you. So I'm not going to teach it to you no more. I'm not going to do that no more. It's bad enough I had to listen to this stuff from stupid white people on Twitter who want to argue about Mexicans. And I'm like, Mexican is not a race. And then they want to sit up here and skip the subject because they realize I'm right. That's why I don't believe in race and IQ. No. I've seen too many dumb white people. I see so many dumb white people. I'm like, there's no way you guys are the daggone smarter race. No way. But anyway, let me get back on. Let me get back on my what I was saying about Myron. So Myron is a coward, and the reason why it's so fresh in my mind is I just finished editing the video and I uploaded so we can go over it. But it was like, yo, I hope Myron watching this video, cause dude, I would challenge you to a boxing. We can make it sanctioned if you want to. I've seen your workout. I looked at your skinny anorexic body. You ain't nothing, dude. Okay? So, yeah, exactly. Look, TJ said, I used to think Asians are the smartest race until I saw Daisy. Me too! Me too! I was like, yo, Asians are so... No! How can you be that dumb and be Chinese girl, what you talking about? So, whoa. I'm no more will I believe all these people. Like, they're just, listen, Asia's just good at math. That's all I'm going to say. So, we're going to listen to that. That's a great thing. And then, what was I supposed to show you guys? Was I supposed to? Oh, hold on. Y'all ready for this? Andrew Wilson is advocating for R-wording. These men, hold on, let's break down. And I forgot I was going to talk about this. I should have put him in a little thumbnail. Andrew Wilson is miserable, okay? Hear me out, chat. Hear me out, right? Andrew Wilson debates these women on the whatever podcast, and then he debates them in person sometimes, and he gets to see all these beautiful women, and their form of attacking is like another way of them releasing their sexual frustration. Kevin for $5, thank you so much, Kevin. Hey Tree, even Little Neon is studying up and challenging Myron to a debate. What? You mean the little toothpick Neon? Okay, I'm going to look into that. So, Andrew has been saying some wild stuff lately because he has to still go to bed with a beluga whale with veneers. He still got to go to bed with Rachel, dude. So, clearly they ain't boinking. And I want you to know this man got 2 daughters. So ask Arbery, okay. She says, imagine being comfortable saying that R word is your nature like these dudes. I don't know how many times I got to tell you ladies, please, 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 please get yourself some self-defense. Get yourself some guns. You need to show. I'm telling you, when we were in our and I'm not even gonna go to the gym tonight because I gotta finish I'm so behind on podcast editing, right? I'm so behind. I gotta get these out so I can catch up on regular videos. But I want you to look at this here, right? This is what Andrew Wilson said. He types up, if you want to survive any apocalyptic situation, your biggest advantage would be to exclude all females from your group or survival sale. Modern women would be completely dependent and for the most practical application, totally useless. Now, I don't ever want you to think that you would be useless without men, ladies, okay? I want you to know this. Don't ever, 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 ever think you are useless without men. It's the other way around, okay? See, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you what would happen between 2 groups. If you had one island filled with men and one island filled with women, okay? The island filled with women would survive because the island filled with men, what they will do is that they will get, because remember, it's the lack of discipline that they have. So they will end up getting randy with each other, having relations with each other, and then with the relations, they'll end up taking each other out. I'm not saying it won't happen immediately. It will happen as time progress on. There have been studies on this. I'm not making this up. There have been studies on animals from rats to monkeys to, hold on, what was the other ones? I want to say dogs. Every group of animal that was exclusively male eventually start taking each other out. The female group cooperated, acted as a unit, and then especially when it came to hunting. I don't know if you guys know this, but women were not historically in the cave or in the bamboo hut or in the straw hut just cooking. No, women they're powerful in groups. And I kept telling you all, when women hunt, and they did hunt, women were hunter-gatherers too. But the difference between women is that women hunt in groups. That they were very dangerous and very effective in groups. And this is why I keep telling you, ladies, okay, the purpose of it right now is to separate you all, to be by yourself, because you are vulnerable by yourself. But you are no match when you are in packs. And I try to equate that with the animal kingdom by showing you, like, when a lioness has had enough with a lion, what does she do? She goes to the other lion and she's like, y'all, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this man. Hey, can we take him out? He's been trying to eat up. He been trying to eat up all my cubs. And I'm just over it. And not only that though, but he ain't giving me no loving. I'm just so tired of it. I'm just so tired of it. Okay. So how about we do that? Okay. All right. Now, here is the thing. This is what they do. They go together like, all right, girl, we'll take them out. All right, we'll take them out. And then we go in and take them out. And then that's the end of that. Ta-da. Boom. That's the end of that. Okay. So, anyway, we having some dusties in here. Let me raise this up to 24 hours. Hold on a second. Every time we see a dusty, I gotta raise it up 24 hours. Hold on a second. Or maybe we should do, hold on a second. Let me see. Custom. Yeah, we'll do 1 day. Or should I do 1 day or 2 days? I'm gonna do 2 days. I'm gonna do 2 days. There we go. 2 days. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. That should stop the dusties from coming into our chat. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Sun Dorman, for cleaning up the dust. Okay. Yeah. Well, a human, they go gay first, and then that's not enough, and then the energy that they have, they just started just going and attacking each other. Okay. So there's that. So I just want you guys to understand this whole thing is they are projecting and they're trying to rewrite history and make you think you're weak. But you can tell, listen to me, ladies. I need you to listen to me. If this was true, why are incels going crazy? Because they can't get a woman. The women who so-called call themselves femcels, there are no such thing as femcels. But the women who who are femcels, they're not picking up a rifle and then going crazy on innocent people, are they? They're not committing crimes, are they? They're not writing fantasies of R-wording a man, are they? No. So if they could survive without women, then why are they acting the way they are right now? Because they can't get a woman, because they can't even get laid. Like right now, they're just going crazy at the moment. And the FBI list is so long with these crazy men. But anyway, let's read this. Hold on a second. So I like to see this because I go, whenever I see Andrew, who's married, okay, and that's true. Andrew, I don't think Andrew's turning gay. Andrew hates his wife. True, because he never liked his wife. We literally saw videos of him calling his wife ugly, saying that, he didn't marry her for her looks. He married her for her efficiency. Okay. That's true of the virgin killer went on a killing spree before killing himself. He was a man. They always are men. Women don't behave that way. So this is why I like to use situations like this to teach you all the difference, okay? So you don't fall for the rewriting of his story. Okay? So, oh yeah, he said Rachel is a man in a woman's body. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? First of all, my husband would never say something like that about me. But, oh my God. Oh, hold on. I got to tell you. I normally don't talk about my husband, right? But let me tell y'all what. My husband, I bought a gag gift. I bought my husband a gift, right? But it was like a prank in a way, but it's a prank that he and I understand. So I got him a t-shirt and it said vitamin D on it, right? And you all know what vitamin D means, right? So my husband keeps wearing this shirt around his family members. And he go, my wife gave me this one. She gave me this. She said, I'm her favorite vitamin D. When she wants some vitamin D. And everything like that. So his mama called me and told me to either do something, either get rid of the shirt or make him stop wearing it around family members or over at her house. Because when she was like, I didn't know. When I saw him with the shirt, I was thinking like, oh, he wants some vitamin D because, he's deficient. And he can get some little sun and everything like that. Then, of course, Charles, and I didn't mean to say his brother's name. Anyway, told me what it meant. And I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that, now that I know that shirt is not appropriate. So if you could just, can we have a compromise here? So anyway, so that's the thing. Like, so Andrew is like, first of all, they're both disgusting. Okay. Andrew gained a lot of weight. She's already been fat for a minute. And so I don't think they find each other attractive. And when Andrew is around all those beautiful young women, all those beautiful young, I got to put emphasis on it. Them beautiful young women, right? He doesn't want his beluga whale wife anymore. So now he's just acting out of anger. And this is what you got to be careful of when you got these men who don't respect you, these men who like to argue with you. These are effeminate men. Keep in mind, these are effeminate men who want to argue with women because, one, they want to subjugate us and they want to control us. Okay? So there's that. So he goes, if you want to, I read that. So I'm going to read it again. If you want to survive in any apocalyptic situation, your biggest advantage would be to exclude all females from your group and survival cell. Modern women would be completely dependent and for most practical applications totally useless. Keep thinking we would be dependent. We would not be dependent. Then this guy named Atlas says, how are we going to repopulate the earth, Andrew? You know, two dudes can't tango, right? Here's where it gets interesting. Mr. R-Worthy here says, you simply wait until you have the biggest gang around, all males, and then go take whatever you want, including the women, then give them back. Now, y'all want to understand why the right is so fascinated and supportive of Islam. Because these kind of white people want to have what is called the white Sharia. It ain't going to never happen, but they want to dream about it. That's what they're going to say. So imagine just, and by the way, he deleted these tweets. These are no longer out because Rachel is chimping out having to defend a POS of a husband who literally say, yeah, guys, just get a group of you and then just go take what you want. Go take it. Really? Really? And it makes you want to say, like, there are men, you got to understand this man. First of all, this man is weak. Okay. This man. Oh yeah. She even made an alt account. I saw her responding to TJ with her alt account. I was like, girl, that's you. That's you. She's trying to do damage control. So being blatantly like obvious out here, like saying, yeah, just go ahead and take it, including the women, and then give them back. So wait a minute. So now he changed his position because he said at first, hold on. At first he says, you would get rid of all the women. Okay. Remove them, exclude them from your group. And now he's saying we're going to have to take those women from other men as long as we have a bigger army. So this is what I'm saying. He is not really smart. Andrew is not really smart. That's all. He just practiced his arguments, especially if you're a Christian, if you're religious, saying he'll get you. And that's the reason why I'm kind of glad I'm a heathen. Then this other guy, another incel, by the way, says that's just human nature. That's why you always hear about men R-wording the women of the land that they conquered in history. Law and order is the only thing that stops it. Without that, in an apocalyptic scenario, what would stop men from doing so? I'll tell you what would stop you. Boom! Headshot! Oof. Oof. Truth hurts. It is what it is. Now, imagine saying this with your fingers behind a Tom and Jerry avatar. Right? See, I am proud, even though we do have some Barbara the Builders, some doormat Denishas, and some pick-me-shas. We do have strong women that will protect the women who are not so strong. And that's not going to happen. Okay? And I am glad to say I am one of the women that are strong, that will be like right there. I'm not one of these women like, no, I'm going to get you in your legs because I don't want to hurt anything. I just want you to not do anything bad. No. Okay? Not me. Not me. So these guys want to sit up here. Now, I want you to understand that if we were to sit up here and say, and I kind of like Rad Film's take on some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? She says, because these men are trying to find a way to do whatever they have to do with us in it as subservient slaves. It's not partnership. Not all men, of course. Okay. I got to keep saying that. Not all men. All right. But there are men like Andrew who doesn't like the fact that we can get to speak. And, if he tells us to shut up, we don't have to. We get voting rights. We get to do this and that and the other. And they don't like that. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, when you see information like this out, this is the best for our people, or for our group, for women like us, because this is waking women up. Don't you know that a woman saw this and then she saw this and she was like, oh my God, these people are crazy. These men are crazy. So the law, I want you to understand what this guy said. The law is stopping him. That's all that stops him is the law. Hence why I support spirituality and not religion. Okay. Because there's some religion, and I'm not going to mention one of them because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, that will not stop these type of barbaric acts. No, his wife is not submissive. His wife is far from submissive. His wife is older than him. She is just undesirable. These two are not into kink. Excuse me, let me be clear. If Andrew does have one, it don't involve his wife. They have a sexless marriage. They're not happy. And with Andrew constantly smoking and getting fatter, like, oh my God, dude, for real? This man is unhappy. So, yeah, no. Rachel is just undesirable and she has to keep up the pretenses on Twitter. And this is what I said. Hold on a second. Let me go to what I said. I said, keep in mind that the POS Andrew Wilson has 2 daughters. He is telling men that in this scenario, it's okay to R-word his daughters. Look at how comfortable these maggots are discussing this on Twitter X. That's why I don't want people to be censored. I don't want white supreme pieces to be censored. I want them to say what they are and what they want so that I know how to act accordingly. Okay? That's why I want you guys, like, I am not like, yo, get them off the platform. No. Let them say what they want so that I know who my enemies are. Okay? TJ, you talking to TJ. Didn't Rachel send her feet to Beerson Beardley? That was not her kink. That was Beerson kink. That wasn't hers. But feet pictures are a kink, but she was supplying his kink, not her kink. Why are they thinking about our word and making up these scenarios that never happened? Because they are dangerous men. I don't even know why y'all asking that question. Do I need to show y'all more of these things? There was a boy. I showed it. I went to Hillary. There was a boy in Florida who took out his father, and then a year later took out his mama after threatening to take her out to the police twice, and actually fell through with it. There are so many. I don't want to. You saw that, TJ? Yeah. I don't want to turn this channel into a doomer channel. I don't want to discourage you ladies, but how many times do I have to show you how many crimes are against women for you to wake the hell up? Again, like I said, not all men. All right. I have never been involved with a man that did any physical harm to me. I never been essayed. However, that comes with a mentality. And when you know how to run the game, when you know how to choose the right person, and yeah, that exists, you would never find yourself, and I'm not blaming anybody. Please don't think I'm doing any victim blaming here, but I'm just saying that this has to be a study. You have to study this. Why is it that women like me can't, and it has nothing to do with me being black either. Okay. That could be one, but there are black women who get physically abused all the time. Right. But I'm just saying, and there are white women who don't get physically abused. So it's a mentality. It's all a mentality. And when you are not afraid and you arm up or you make yourself a hard target, and that's what I keep telling you ladies all the time, make yourself a hard target. And I'm not talking about gain 500 pounds either. Like, make yourself a hard target so that you are not on their radar. So this is what I want you to understand is that somebody like Andrew, and I see Andrew actually trying to R-word a woman. Absolutely, if it wasn't for the law. This man is very frustrated because look at what he got to lay down with. I had to stop watching Rotten Mango's YouTube channel because of the horrific crime cases against little girls in India and Korea. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I can get it. I never heard of that channel, but I totally understand. So you know what I'm saying? Instead of getting caught up in the whole victim narrative of watching stuff, because whenever I see, like, what was that today I saw? I saw something. Never mind. That was a private message. I saw a private message of a man who potpourried his wife. Okay, he took her out and then he pureed her, like he grind her up. And then I said, whenever I see stories like that, I just go and start cleaning out my guns. And it's very therapeutic. So, yeah. Rihanna, I'm not Rihanna. Just stop talking about it. You didn't say Mexican isn't a race earlier. So just move on. Okay? You need to let stuff go, okay? If I time you guys out, you guys gonna have to get over it. but hold on, Roach, I timed you. I think I timed you out. Hold on, I think I remember why I timed you out. I timed you out because once you did what I told you not to do. I said, hey guys, stop. I said, if anybody else say something stupid or ask something stupid or this and the other, and you did it, and I timed you out. Okay, listen, you all ain't got. I don't know if you guys trying to be funny or you was trying to be sarcastic or what it is or this and the other, but you got to understand. You got to say in your head, Tree doesn't. Tree is a little slow. She doesn't care. I was asking about the stream topic. How is that dumb? No, it wasn't about the stream topic. It wasn't about the stream topic. Type what your exact words were. Type what your exact words were. That you didn't ask about a stream topic. I'll make my comments more concise. And I've been telling you guys to make. I've been telling you guys to put more context into. It was about the Sneako and Tate beef? Nope. Why would I put you in timeout for saying something about is this about the Sneako and Tate beef? Why would I put you in timeout for that? And if you don't remember what you exactly said, then you prove my point. You said something stupid, and I was basically frustrated with all of y'all, and I'm gonna put you in timeout. No, I asked about it. Your thoughts on it? My thoughts on what? Wait. Was the title of the video talking about the Sneako and Tate beef? Was this Monday? Did I time you out this Monday? Okay. So the title of the video was focusing on the Sneako and Tate beef. I did a bonus stream on about the Sneako and Tate beef, and your dumbass come into my chat and type, what did you think about the Sneako and Tate beef? Okay, thank you for thank you for proving my point. Thank you. You are what I'm talking about. I literally have a bonus stream dedicated to the Sneako and Tate beef, and you and your dumbass come into my chat and ask me what is about it. What? You are literally asking me about something I'm talking about in the first place. Girl, you damn sure deserve that timeout. This is what I'm talking about. You cannot gaslight me. I'm literally talking about the Sneako and Tate beef, and your dumbass is in my chat talking about what did you think about the Sneako and Tate beef? I swear to God, some of y'all need counseling or medication. Put your helmet on. Shut up. You ain't got to go talk in the chat. You deserve that too. I think I put you in timeout for 30 minutes because it was so dumb. I'm like, I literally have a video discussing this and you're going to ask me? I'm pretty sure you were on some side tangent. Dumbass, was the title not discussing the Sneako and Tate beef? What was it? Literally not discussing the Sneako and Tate beef. Was the video not created bonus stream? Say something again, I'm gonna put you in timeout. You're just the kind of person. You know what? I am gonna put you in timeout. I'm gonna put you in another 30-minute timeout. There you go. That feels so much better. That feels see. This is what happens when you're playing with the hornet's nest. See, so now you're in another 30-minute timeout. Dumbass. Who's next? You guys, I'm going to punish you for your ignorance. And if you unsub, that's fine. I'm okay with that. This is what I'm talking about. You have intelligent people here, and you have people here who know what's going on. And then you have the window lickers who derail the chat, just like or Roach. Okay, I'm gonna call her Roach. So just like Roach comes in. Roach comes in and derail the chat with nonsense. So I'm sitting here saying we're having a conversation about men and our wording, and Roach is angry that I put her in timeout for asking me about my opinion about the video I'm covering it right now. That's just like, seriously, that's just like coming into my chat and saying, hey, Twin, what did you think about Andrew Tate and Andrew Wilson talk about R-worthy women? Stupid. Now you can make a decision. You come in here again talking about something. You put me in time. I'm going to time you out again. Anyway, let's get back onto this. So, he has 2 daughters that he had out of wedlock, right? And the thing about it is that these men are mask off ladies, and I want you to look at them for who they are. I want you to pay attention to how they come off mask off. If you are dating someone and you get a hold of their social media accounts, please look at their past. Just go and do a search. Go and do a search on, put the word women in there, girls, hoes, 304s, put all the terms that they use for women. Okay. Then use the words take or steal or, get, so that you can understand what type of man you are dealing with. And when you see the signs, get out like a burning house. Okay? Anytime in my past, and I'm just telling you personally, anytime in my past, if I ever come across a man that I think was going to put his hands on me or try to dominate me or try to, I guess you could say use me in any kind of way, I was out of there. It didn't even make it past the first date or the first interaction. There was never, like, it was one of those things like I would never, and like I said, it's because of the way I was raised. All right. I don't have the tolerance for that, but I have patience for those of you who don't. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. We're here to teach what we know so that you don't ever have to go through these problems. Okay. All right. And what was it? Something about my reply. Oh, no, not going to show that. I'm not going to show that. All right. So let's go ahead and get into Tate. Crayons did something I'm very, very impressed with. And this is something that I would do if I remember a person's face, right? Because I'm real good at faces. Okay, I'm working on the names, but I'm real good at faces. Okay, so this woman, okay, here we go. So Tristan comes out of the court case where they was talking about his assets. He's real angry. As a matter of fact, didn't I? Hold on. I think I commented on that. Hold on a second, guys. Because I was like, what was this? What is this? Under usual circumstances, I might found it quite flattering that the illustrious Andrew Tate would deign to mention little old me. However, I'm well aware that his sudden interest in me and the BBC. Oh, okay. Is it this one? Was it this one? Hold on a second. I think it was it. No, it wasn't this one. No, it's not this one. It's where was it? Bam 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 bam. No, it wasn't that one either. Hold on. I think it's this one. Here we go. Okay. So I want you to listen to Tristan, right? Now, this is a gift I have, okay? It's a gift I have. All right. I know because of my daddy, I know a BSer when I see one. They just came out of a court case and something happened in reference to the assets that really made Tristan mad. They must have took something of his and he ain't never gonna get back. So remember, this court case was in reference to them about their assets and stuff like that. So listen to Tristan.
Hello. Oh, you here? Come back another day. Why?
All the girls, all the victims of mine,
Yes.
were here in court today. They stand up and say, I don't want to come to court, there's no crime, this is stupid, I just want to go home.
Everyone's screaming at the judge saying they want to go home. But there's no crime.
Nobody wants to come here, and none of my
Why?
victims, because they are not victims. They're just girls I know. They said as victims, and they're
Who
very
are
mad.
okay.
They are very mad at the judges, and
Yeah.
they're very mad at Decock, and they're in court, and they don't want to be in court. They want to live their lives.
Nice.
They are human trafficked by Decock, right?
Do you think DCAL are corrupt, Francesca?
No. Yes. Why not? Yes, but is a problem. Who is the infractor? You and another person. Who is a victim?
Nobody. I'm a victim.
I'm sorry. I just love this guy. I'm sorry. He makes me laugh with his lack of English. I find it endearing. So I kind of like seeing him trying to trying to communicate with these bozos.
You are a victim? Why?
I'm a victim of Decock.
Why?
Because Decock just lied.
This is only because he's a lie, no?
Hi. All of my victims were in court today. All the girls I human trafficked were in court today. They stood up and said, this is stupid. I'm not a victim of anything. Stop bothering me with pieces of paper. Stop making me come to court. They'll be coming out of this building soon. Talk to the girls. Ask them. This is a setup. It's stupid. Decock are corrupt. I'm sick of this shit. Wasting my life.
What do you say about the seizure?
Go ask the girls. Look, they've stolen my stuff. Go ask the girls. Go talk to my victims. Yeah, totally. These guys are volunteers. They're just driving around for fun because I'm handsome.
Okay. So, did you see this chick? He says they're going to come out this building at any minute now, and this girl right here in the red.
Out of this building soon. Talk to the girls.
She comes out of nowhere. She didn't come out the building. She came out of here, right? Now, I didn't even pay attention to her. I didn't pay attention to her. I'm sitting here saying, he's lying. Okay? He's lying. And I said this. When there's no cameras in the courtroom recording the court hearing, it's easy to come out and tell blatant lies like this. I promise you, the women in the courtroom didn't say any of this. These losers learn well from their ain't boop black daddy. Now, why would Tristan be, like I said, something happened in court when it came to the property. There's no way, because first of all, you had to ask yourself, right? They're only there for the assets. And the women that were there were wanting to see if those assets going to stay frozen because they get paid with it. You understand? The women that were in the courtroom for their personal interests. The women in the courtroom not only are witnesses against Andrew and Tristan Tate, but they're also part of the civil suit. They're in there to make sure that they're going to get their money, okay? For all of the harm that was caused to them by the Tates. Why would these women stand up in a court and say, I don't want to be here. Why would you subpoena me here? First of all, they weren't subpoenaed. None of those women were subpoenaed. But I'm telling you, it's easy to lie. And these guys lie a lot. They lie so much. So these guys can come out and give you a narrative because Romania doesn't give you the transcripts of what's going on in court. It's not like America, right? In America, with the Nick Rekieta case, Nick can sit up here and say what happened in court, and we can get the transcripts. You can't get the transcripts to the courts in Romania. So what happens behind closed doors is not going to be released until the court case is over with. So you can easily lie and say whatever happened. He can sit up here. Tristan can come out here and say, yeah, guess what? The judge just took off his clothes and took off his robe and try to have his way with me. You can't sit up here and do anything about that. You can't debunk him because there's no cameras there. The only thing you could do is get a witness who was there, okay? Who was there to say, that didn't happen, Tristan. I was in the courtroom. That didn't even happen. Nobody stood up and nobody said blah, blah, blah. But these are the only two, quote unquote, native English speakers. So there's that. You can get decisions and explanations for James. You cannot get any of that till after the hearing is over with. So once they're found guilty, you can request transcripts for all of this. Right now, you can't get none of that. If that was the case, we would have gotten transcripts for when they got arrested and came to the court hearing back last year. The reporters are not allowed. James, shut up. The reporters are not allowed in the courtroom. I'm going to need you guys who don't know anything about the case, shut the hell up, okay? You saw the reporters outside the courtroom, did you not? Did you see any reporters inside the courtroom? That's because the reporters are not allowed in the courtroom. Okay. So you can easily come out and say anything you want because, boom, nobody's in there unless somebody was sitting there that can basically debunk what you said because they said, I was sitting in the courtroom. That didn't happen. Okay. That didn't happen. All right. So let's go to, so it's important that you understand what happened and where this woman comes from.
Stop bothering me with pieces of paper. Stop making.
You know what I'm saying? So you see where she comes from, right? So hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. So she comes out of the side, not out of the window. Now remember, Tristan said, these women are going to come out of the courtroom any minute now and tell you that they don't want to be there. And next thing you know, you got a woman coming out of the side here. She didn't come out the courtroom. She came from the side. And watch how she act. Watch this.
Excuse me, are you one of the alleged Tate victims?
By the way, you walk up to a random woman and say, excuse me, are you one of the alleged Tate victims? Again, I want you to know that the Romanian who can barely speak English, he ignored her because where? She came out of here. This woman didn't come out of the building. She came out of here, right? The other women, if there were any women, are still in the building. I don't even know if there were other women in the building. She comes out and he goes, excuse me, but were you one of the Tate victims? So this was staged. This was very, very staged.
Excuse me, are you one of the alleged Tate victims?
Yeah, I was listed as a victim, and the court wants me to claim that I'm a victim.
Okay. She didn't even come out the building. How were you listening as a victim when you weren't even in the courtroom? You weren't even in the building. You know why? She's not even on the list. We're about to show all the great work that Crayon did exposing this fraud.
Court wants me to claim that I'm a victim, even though I told them more than once that I'm not one. Tristan and Andrew were always very kind to me. They helped me many times, and this is absurd. It's unreal how far corruption can go when there is money involved. And this is not normal. I really hope the justice will be made correctly and these men will get to live the life they deserve. To be honest, I'm feeling more of a victim of the court because they are making me look like a human trafficking victim, and I don't want to be pictured like that.
Excuse me, are you one?
Okay, here we go. So, Crayon said, totally not staged, crying, laughing emoji's face. She just walks out of the trees to where the press and someone who speaks perfect English happened to be there and walks up to her and says, excuse me, kind lady, are you one of the victims of the Tates? Crayon said, the guy sounds like Bailey, their cameraman, but it gets even better. Crayon said, found her. One of the names she used was Ivona Ray. She has been part of Tate's operation for a while. This is one of the women Tristan had the late Coconut Kitty retweet for promotion. And I'm not going to go into the Coconut Kitty stuff. This kind of like, it's a little sad, but it, how should I say this? The Coconut Kitty thing is sad, but it makes me go, hold on. The Coconut Kitty thing is sad, but I don't feel pity for her. And I know that's going to make, I know that's a real tough, like mean thing to say, but it's how I feel. You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I like, anyway. So this is what Coconut Kitty retweeted right here, as you can see. Okay. And this is her right there. So this happened on June. Was this when did Coconut Kitty take herself out? I don't know if Coconut Kitty took herself out. Oh, I wish Thoughts was here. Anyway, so as you can see, this is her. All right. Right there. And then Crayon said, this is part of the conversation where Tristan told the war room he was going to use the PhD to get Coconut Kitty to promote his new girls. Avrona was one of the girls Kitty helped promote. Coconut Kitty committed unaliving when Tristan went to jail. So, okay, so that means that, all right, so this happened in 2022. So that happened on June the 24th, 2022. I'm talking with Jay Waller and Sterling Cooper about the mission I'm currently on. One of the world's biggest OF girls on 1 million plus followers on all social, lives in California. Why am I here? Okay, I've read this. I don't want to read this. We're going to read this later. Same male voice in the beginning.
I'm a really good videographer, but I've made it because I'm really good at sales. I'm a really good videographer, but I've made it because I'm really good at sales.
Are you one of the alleged Tate victims?
Yeah, I was listed as a victim and...
Okay, yep, that's him.
Videographer, but I've made it because I'm really good at sales. I'm a really good videographer, but I've made it because I'm really good at sales.
You one of the alleged Tate victims?
Yep, that's him. That's him. So it's like these guys, these guys are so desperate to change the narrative. But I told you, it's easy. You know, she does look like Eliza Blue, doesn't she? She does look like Eliza Blue. It's easy for anyone to who don't pay attention to get caught up in these lies. You see what I'm saying? And they are trying to reframe the narrative. They already had one of their accounts that was pro Tate, and I guess after listening to Crayons, he realized that Tate is guilty, and he changed his stance and started just reporting the news. He doesn't promote propaganda and things like that. Let me see if I can find it. It's Tate. I think it's called Tate Updates. I think that's what it's called. Let me see. Tristan Tate is lying again today. Today's court hearing was regarding assets. Victims who consider themselves an injured party attended these hearings as the assets are sold to compensate them. Asset hearings are not for victims who are not seeking compensation. See, I told you. So apparently, what's being sold and not given back to Tristan is made him real angry. He made him pissed off. And so that's the reason why he's coming up with this new narrative about, oh yeah, well look, these guys, these women in there, they're just sitting here saying that they are not victims and this, that. Okay, I think this is no, that's not the updates. Okay, I'm tired of looking for it. Let's go into so in conclusion, the Tates are scared because the walls are closing in. They are waiting for their trial, which should start this fall. I want you guys to know the trial starts this fall. Now, I'm not Romanian. I don't know how long the trial is going to last because they have one judge. It's totally different. The judicial system in Romania is totally different than that in America. Okay, we have a jury and we have also a judge, but you can have a choice between a jury trial or a bench trial. And the bench trial means the bench trial is where you get the judge. Here is that they just have one judge, and then they have a judge that oversees whether they're going to be let go on a on bail, or they had to stay on house arrest and all this other stuff, right? So they have these different judges. It's slower. It's super, super slow. And it's different. So I don't know how long it's going to happen. We just have to wait until it does happen. But the court date has been, it's going to go down in the fall. I don't know exactly when the fall, but that's what they said. The court date is going to be in the fall. And that's when, they're going trial. And I think they know that the walls are closing in. And that the things that were taken, and like I said, Tristan was probably mad because whatever was taken away from him when the police showed up to raid their home is not given back to him whatsoever. So I don't know. This is going to be something else, and I can't wait. These guys are definitely going to go to jail, minimum 20 years. All right, by the way, I didn't get a chance to see all this video from Abbott and Preach. So before we get into the Myron Gaines thing, let's look at the video that Abbott and Preach did on Sneako. Sneako, let me tell you something about the best thing about Sneako joining Islam. He's stuck, baby. He's stuck. I want you to know that once you go on the religious side of Islam and you become a spokesperson for Islam, you can't leave. You can't be apostate. Even if you decide that you don't want to practice it that strictly, it's too late. You have now put yourself in a box. So turns out that Rumble is not going to renew his contract. He is a free agent. And his viewership has went down drastically now because now he has a majority Muslim audience. He had groypers who were groypers and Christians, and you had a bunch of these edge lords from the WL community that were watching Sneako, and now they don't watch him anymore because who wants to constantly hear about Hamdulillah? No. Oh my God. I'm thinking about that song with Nicki Minaj. Ride with the mob. Hamdulillah. Check in with me and do your job. WL, not WS. WL means win, loser. L mean loser. W mean winner. Okay. So it's their community. So he has drastic, but because Rumble bots, this is the thing. Rumble heavily bots their account. It's kind of like it's kind of hard to find how his real analytics worked. Okay, here we go.
If you believe that you're superior because you're white, you are Jewish. If you believe that you're superior because you're white, you are Jewish.
All the Muslim grifters are turning on each other. From Andrew Tate to Nick Fuentes to everybody else's goofballs.
Well, Nick Fuentes isn't a Muslim grifter. Nick Fuentes just supports Muslims because he wants to get the Sharia in the white version. This is his exact name. This is his exact words. He wants white Sharia. But he doesn't like women, though, so I don't understand what the purpose of this for him wanting that. He likes men's. He doesn't like women's. He likes men's.
Associated with. They're all turning on him now that he's trying to defend his home country. This is footage of Sneako talking about the issue now, and then there's footage of him in the past, and the difference is crazy.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know if they can play all that video. There's some stuff in that video, because I saw that video. That video was going viral to show how Sneako switches it up. Look at this grifter. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Whenever you gotta prop your Quran, and what is this right here? This is oh God, I forgot what this is called. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. First thing he propped up was the rug. And by the way, somebody said in the comments, they said, you can tell that Sneako is grifting because you're not supposed to display your prayer rug as a prop. You're not supposed to have it out like that. You're supposed to have it put away, rolled up and put away. You're not supposed to have your prayer rug out there. That's what I'm saying. Whenever you got to show, oh, look at this and look at that. Look, I'm Muslim. I'm Muslim. I'm Muslim. Like, you're just grifting.
Montage. The reason that they're lying, so comfortable lying about a Christian country, their Christian brothers in Haiti, is because they don't consider them people. They don't consider them brothers at all. Flashback. The reason that the earthquake might have happened in Haiti, not the Dominican Republic, is because they practice something called voodoo. They call themselves Christians in Haiti, but at the same time, they practice a voodoo, like an African voodoo version of Christianity. The next morning. The vast majority of Haitians, if you've ever met and talked to them, they're Christian, they're Catholic. They like will bury period blood and like mix it with hair, put it in the ground. They'll do demonic rituals where people start like vibrating and shaking. You hear a language, that you don't understand, and you think these are some of the people like will fuck horses. So maybe that was God punishing this island for practicing witchcraft and trying to conjure the devil in order to get power.
This is part of that viral clip I saw on Twitter. Like, dude, like Sneako, this is why I said Sneako can't leave Islam. Sneako has joined so many organizations. He joined an organization, a religious organization. He can't leave. You can't leave this. You now in Islam. You in Islam forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, baby. Because that is like a mafia.
So all they say is you should just leave. You should leave America. Leave the country. Bye. We don't like you. This should be a white country. When was this ever a white country? White people created America.
Bro, I literally debated this loser. He was in here supporting Nick Fuentes, who wants a white country. He sucked that dude off. He went into his rallies. He was doing his campaign stuff. He kept supporting him. And now he's over here, now that the Haitians are getting some flack. And
I don't think that podcast's going to happen there, Chad.
Boom, headshot.
I don't think that podcast's going to happen. Because I keep going over there to Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. I keep going over there and I'm like, when is the podcast going to happen so I can get my content ready, okay? They haven't set a date for it yet. They keep announcing it's happening, but they haven't set a date for it. How many personalities does this mofo have? Facts, Vanessa. They're going to take him out. Absolutely, Lily. Absolutely. You can't do that. You can't. That's one. Like, you should have grifted as a Catholic or grifted as a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But you grifted something you cannot get out of as deep as you got into it.
He's going, well, when has this ever been a white
people created America? White people created America. The United States of America is a white country. It was built by white people. It was created by white people. See what I'm saying?
Bro, I hope he just has like multiple personality disorders and he's got a problem.
He's gone full blue pill. He's so based, then we start shitting on Haitians and it's like, whoa, you're a white supremacist.
I went to Haiti 2 months ago, didn't eat a cat. So from firsthand experience, no cats.
Haiti's not so bad. Well, why don't you go live there, bro?
And that's the problem with you knucklehead men who are not white supporting these white supreme pieces. You will never be accepted by them. They want to use you for muscle. They want to use you as the frontline soldiers. And when you do their bidding, they're going to get rid of you. This is the reason why, I'll shut down any white person who try to get me to hate the Jews. I let them know straight up, you only trying to get me to hate the Jews because unlike you think I'm going to actually do something about it physically. I'm not going to do nothing, okay? I love the Jews, okay? Shabbat shalom, all right? I love them. I am down with Jews. I am an honorary Jewish woman. And that's the only thing they're trying to do is trying to get black people. These are the white supreme pieces I'm talking about. They want to get the black people angry so that they can go out and do to the Jews what black people been doing to white people with the knockout game. That's all that is. That's all that is. And I let them know right now. I said I would never be on the side of Islam. Ever, 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 ever.
Why don't you go bring Islam to Haiti? You can go be a jihadist in Haiti. Yeah, except they can't read and they eat mud. fucking based. Now they eat dirt and they swim in an open sewer.
It is what it is. I'm not white. I live here. I know I'm never really gonna, but that's the truth. Stop sucking Hitler off. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I've come to realize, and I didn't know this, a lot of people warned me about this, but conservative ideas to a lot of people, it's just white supremacism. It goes back.
Dude, you was all about that last year. You went to Nick Fuentes' convention 2 years in a row. You even, hold on, hold on. Sneako went to Nick Frito's convention, was speaking there, glorified Nick, and then said, Christ is king. And then I said, is this what Muslims do now? I literally took that clip and I posted it on my Twitter. I said, Sneako, as a Muslim, said Christ is king. Is that what Muslims are doing right now? Don't sound Islamic to me. And now you sitting here, you're now being shown. Well, I don't know. I can't say now. I mean, press one. Who here always knew Sneako was this way? Because I saw him that way when him and Destiny were cool. You know what I'm saying? I say, don't trust no Sneako. Sneako will snake on you quick. Sneako will stab you in the back quick. People don't listen to me. I saw this long time ago. Before the meme came out, I was like, I don't trust. First of all, I didn't like Sneako. I never watched his content, so it wasn't my thing. But it was like, this is Sneako's MO. Sneako will stab you in the back. And this is why I said that podcast is not going to be successful, because you got a queen who likes to be the center of attention, who got main character energy, Nick Fritos, and you got a snake. Somebody will stab you in the back. Somebody who's a flaker. Somebody who's just say, I'm going to show up and then don't show up. Sneako. I don't understand why Myron can't just have the daggone podcast with just him and Elijah. And here it is. He announced that podcast last month and they haven't had it yet. They haven't. Please, if anybody see him post a date that they're going to have the podcast, please send it to me, because now I got a funny feeling the podcast is not going to happen.
It doesn't go back to God, it goes back to Hitler.
Was Hitler evil?
Was Thomas Jefferson evil? No, it's switching sides. Did you think that I was going to be an Uncle Tom in the big house for you whites?
Yes, you was an Uncle Tom for them. Just like Myron. Wow, the switch up is amazing, dude.
Go. If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro?
Me and Nick are good, man. I've always loved Nick. Nick's a friend of mine. I never question Nick. I never question Nick's capability. I never question his intentions. He's a real ass nigga. So yeah, me and Nick are good.
I had to watch Sneako over here defend Nick Fuentes when he said he's against interracial marriage, which is the very thing that birthed Sneako in the first place. Sneako wouldn't even exist if Nick Fuentes was in power.
Like, Nick really, if I listened to this whole call, I don't think he said anything that makes you want to cancel him. I think he's a good guy. He's saying, hey, I love everybody. Is he really being that?
Yo, that's crazy. Bro, Sneako, I'm not even gonna lie. If he had his way and he had, first off, you wouldn't even exist because you're the basis of an interracial marriage. So, but you don't find it kind of crazy that the ideal world that he envisions is one in which you wouldn't exist in?
Blue screen.
Sneako. If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro? Sneako's going woke. It's got to stop. Sneako, we love you. We want you back on Team Red Pill, okay? Me and Zerka, we're dragging your black ass back to Team Red Pill.
I'm not watching anymore. I can't watch anymore.
Thank you. Sneako ain't black. Now, that's one person y'all can sit up here and say is not black. I showed you a picture of Sneako's daddy. He's not black. Now, Sneako is a mutt. Sneako is a mix with everything, but you can't call him black. He's far from black, okay? His mama is Asian. Where you say his mama from? Where's my mama from? Taiwan, Korean? I don't know. But his father, well, that's a good point, Joel. He's black to them. They all the same. If you ain't white, you black. That's true. That's true. That's true. If you ain't white, you black. You're all the same.
If Sneako's involved, just know he's wrong. Because we don't even know.
You already said the opposite.
Yes.
You already said the opposite.
I can't take Sneako seriously, bro.
It's like whatever he said, you already said the opposite before. So.
And I watched him. I watched him go from what he was to what he was then to what he became afterwards to version 7.0 now. And it's just like, dude, just go be yourself. And if you don't know what that is, stop asking all your daddies for tips. Stop looking at this guy who used to remember he used to do the fucking cringe Andrew Tate thing where he'd stand everywhere and do his little pose. Like, we get it. The reason why people were memeing on you is because every time you spoke in defense of him, you still had his cum all over your face. So nobody was going to take what you said seriously. It's hard. We have evidence that you've been sucking him off. We watched how you were when you went over there to Romania and he barely looked at you and he looked at you, you're a fucking loser. Why? Because real people can recognize how much of a goofball you are. Right? Because they may not know it because they're seeing this version of you now, but they're going to watch the next version of you and they'll be like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? He was someone else just a year ago. Why was he someone?
No, Sneako, that's not what happened. You did not give a fair criticism based on Islam. Firstly, it is not your job.
Oh, he got the clip. Okay.
I'm to criticize anybody. That's the first thing. Second thing, you questioned my faith and called me a Jew. So you were responded to in kind. You cannot be a passive-aggressive little girl. I understand you're young. But if you talk that way to people, you're going to be responded to a certain way. And you do it all the time. It's not just me. It's just who you are. You're very, like, smarmy, snarky. That's who you are. That's fine. But you deserved it. And you got brutally wrecked because you deserved it. Because you can't call me a Jew. And also, just because you've been Saudi and I've been trapped on house arrest, you don't get to be a better Muslim than me and tell me how the world works either, friend. Right? So, no hard feelings, but you fucking deserved it. Right? If you said it in person, I would have knocked your ass out. And I would have helped you get up afterwards and said, sorry, sir, I had to break your jaw. Sometimes things just have to happen. You know? I know you think you're a tough guy because Strickland couldn't finish you. I'll finish you. Don't worry about that. I'm built different.
He was upset because Sneako had a problem with something he said, and Sneako, I think, said something along the lines of, quoting Andrew Tate, says, white supremacists are totally right. And then Sneako replies, this goes against the core fundamentals of Islam. God did not, in fact, choose any race.
I know. Like a actual criminal, a human trafficker is calling someone smarmy. Let that sit. I mean, dude, these guys have no self-awareness, and that's why it's so funny. That's why it's so funny.
And if you believe so, you're Jewish. Okay.
I did not revert to Islam to try to attract fans from Islamic countries. I did not. I did not revert to Islam to use a shield from hate. I did not revert to jump on a bandwagon. That is a grift. I am not a grifter. I keep my faith between God and I. Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson, Dave Chappelle. Many prominent Muslims are private. Praying in private is showing worship to God. This is true faith. Trying to act as Muslim as possible for internet likes is simply a grift. Beware the haram police. They're the biggest snakes of all.
Nobody haram policed him. What he said literally goes against the core fundamentals of being Muslim. White supremacy is wrong. They're not totally right. It's not totally right to believe in a supreme race. That's everything that we're fighting against. The root of all evil stems from a superiority complex.
Yeah, you were supporting Nick Fritos. You were literally supporting him.
Race.
I swear to God, Sneako literally changes his opinion the way pancakes are flipped when they're on the stove top. And you know what? Changing is not necessarily a bad thing, but judging people from your vantage point while you're changing so much and then condemning people while they haven't made the right decision. Meanwhile, the decision you're making today are going to be different than what you're going to make.
I don't trust somebody who keeps changing like that. I'm gonna say it right now. You keep changing. Now, when you're young, sure. When you're a grown ass adult and you go this way, you go atheist, then Christian, Christ is King, then Islamic. You go white supreme peace of supporter to there's no such thing as race. I'm sorry. No, you can never be trusted by me. And I'm going to tell you, you all should never trust somebody like that because they're never dependable and they will snake you every time. You will never find someone that keep flip-flopping this religion, this belief, these organizations or these groups of people. They're never trustworthy. Trust me, they're not. These are people who are trying to be chameleons, right? And they're trying to find the group that's where they can get the best advantage. I would never trust anybody like that. I understand when you're young, which this is not the Sneako thing, right? I understand when you're young, you want to go through religions. I've been through that. I did it, okay? But the thing about it, I never did speak as a spokesperson for it. I never shamed other people for not believing in what I believe in when I was going through my fishing for religion phase. So sorry, yeah, when you become a grown adult, I'm like, no. Sorry, I don't believe you no more.
You don't know yourself. Stop telling people who they have to be. You need to figure out who you need to be. You need to figure out what your values are, what your morals are, what your social circles, but you got no idea. You ain't got no clue. That's why your friends keep changing, your values keep changing. You're all about judging people and what haram. Meanwhile, you doing drugs and sleeping with hookers. Nobody trying to listen to you, bro.
That's the second time that you triggered your own self. That's the second time that you play a video of your choosing and then you get triggered. That's amazing. That's amazing trigger skills.
What a goofball, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yes. I don't have much to say about Sneako. I never really liked him.
Fair.
No, that's not true. I appreciate him at first, back then when you showed me his videos, where he was doing, the first version of Sneako.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit, this dude
I didn't. Everybody was on the Sneako kick when he was like, oh, he's making these nice creative videos. Wasn't my cup of tea. It looked like I'm a good judge of character.
Interesting. I didn't know the dude, but interesting. And then he starts flip, flop. Jesus, it's always a flip with him.
He was talking against Andrew Tate. Then that next thing he's like, oh my God, like the top G. I'm like, you literally said that these guys were clowns. And now you're like top G.
It's not even a good flip. It's like out of all the decisions that you're trying to make, you always take the wrong ones. So it's just whatever.
I don't even think the decisions are necessarily wrong. It's just you are committing to something you don't feel certain about and that you don't actually believe in. You're adopting a belief system that you actually haven't thought through, and then you're preaching it.
Yeah.
It's like somebody just opening up the Bible for the first time, and all of a sudden they want to be a pastor.
You're carrying
and they want to counsel their flock. It's like, bro, you haven't even read through all the Bible verses. Why are you talking to me about what's right and what's wrong? You don't know. So, at any rate, that's my thoughts on this. Like I told you, these people are going to flame out. They're not going to last another 2-3 years. Most of them, you already see their reaches plummeting, and it's going to continue going down.
Yep, fresh and fit.
People are going to move on to another thing.
Yep. And now they're even fighting with each other. They can't even get along because everybody's calling each other grifters, which is crazy. It's like watching a pen full of pigs, and then everyone's like, "You're
actually, they're calling each other the greatest thing that could be called Jewish." Which I am. I'm Jewish, by the way. If I want to be part of the greatest people, you know what I'm saying? By the way, do you have a pager? Oh no. Andrew Tate, you got a pager? Would you like a pager? I have a pager to give you, Andrew Tate. Oh God, I swear. All right.
Pigs, like, bitch, y'all pigs. Y'all nasty. You guys are all going to be baking soon, too. Literally, everyone outside the pig pen is looking at you guys and be like, look at these fucking idiots. They all think they're ratioing each other. They all look stupid.
The reason that the earthquake might have happened in Haiti, not the Dominican Republic, is because they practice something called voodoo. They call themselves Christians in Haiti, but at the same time, they practice a voodoo, like an African voodoo version of Christianity.
I know, so stupid.
I can't take this guy seriously, bro.
This guy... Man, we gave everybody mics and just let them yap on about shit they know fuck all about. And this guy's Haitian, which makes it even more embarrassing. Part Haitian. His dad is like some kind of light-skinned Jew, which, if you aren't aware, in Haiti basically means those are the bougie-ass people, the ones who are really not of the people and live in their little castle, their little ivory castle.
Well, that's what those people repeat about Haiti.
What? Oh, that.
What he said.
Yeah, they're the ones who are going to say shit like, oh, the reason why the earthquake happened is because of
voodoo.
Not knowing that these people are all stealing resources, getting rich off the poor people, and make sure they have no good infrastructure to survive a good hurricane. Now, look, a lot of problems in Haiti, but just beware that the people who talk like this, the way he learned this from hhis dad, and his dad is one of those people. Okay, so every time Sneako claims he's Haitian, just cringe a lot. Knowing
his dad is also very beta. I knew that because the way Sneako never talks favorably about his dad. He always talking about my dad did all the working. My dad did this. My mom was the one that raised us. I didn't even see my dad that much. So, he has some resentment against his dad, but it looks like the fact that he was so eager to follow Andrew Tate is because his dad wasn't really a a father figure that would give Sneako instructions or to show him how to be a man.
People live in their ivory towers and literally never mingle with local Haitians if they get a chance to. They're about as Haitian as me.
No.
Even less, because I speak the language.
Thank you.
My apologies.
And yeah, just, you know, you're not ashamed to talk.
They're about as Haitian as
you're not afraid to talk, to speak it. Like, you're going to make efforts to speak the language with people that speak the language. So right there.
Capable.
Right.
Même si pas bien parler.
Capable, mais vous dégagez.
Déjà. Puis si besoin de lire dans créole, capable.
Vous allez tout. Exactement ça m'a dit. Moun sa yo va parler même langage, yo va parler.
On pas dire que me bien parler, mais quand t'es parti dans Haïti, t'es capable de communiquer.
That language though. It sounds French, and y'all know I hate the way French sound. Ugh.
Et tout ça qu'il me dit, il can comprendre. One?
Who can comprendre? Yeah, of course.
But they were also able to understand. Even though it was a little bit like, yo, your Haitian kind of funky. I'm like, yo, but y'all still like we get you.
Yeah, but you know, you're making efforts.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. It's just propaganda people spread to make the local population, one, be looking elsewhere for why they don't have the infrastructure necessary to survive these earthquakes, but two, also ostracize something that they don't have control over, which is voodoo. That's it. We're gonna stop there for today. Yeah, we'll have to
Jews, hold on, I want to read something. When did Jews become hated so much and new white supreme piece of Jews had the most sympathy when I was coming out? Understand when, okay, I'm about to say something that's going to trigger a lot of people now. Okay, I don't care. I never was the kind to blame white people for whatever happened to me. You see what I'm saying? So you have blacks that are blame whites and say, you know, you're the reason I'm this, you're the reason I'm that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. In today's age, 2024, I'm not talking about the 60s. I'm not talking about the 50s, the 40s. I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about right now. There's no excuse that black people can blame their existence or their lack of resources or their current state. Montage. Good Lord. Their current state, financial state on white people. Okay. White people, you have the majority do not blame the Jews, but the Jews, if you understand religion, you understand that in certain areas in Europe, the Catholic religion forbid certain financial trade and certain financial gains to be had based upon the Catholic religion, or maybe even a Christian religion, where the Jews never had these restraints on them before. And even though Jewish people were forbidden to, I don't want to go into it because it's a long history, but to make it shorten to the point, right? Jews are able to be put in the most pathetic, strict situation and still come out on top. You can sit up there and put them in the biggest ghettos and say, all right, you're not allowed to get any, you're not allowed to open any businesses on this street. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that, blah, blah, blah. And they will still find a way out of no way. Okay. They will still find a way to be successful. Also, these people make very good parents because they, just like Asian like the stereotypes about Asian parents, you know, making sure their children become doctors or lawyers or something like that. Jewish mamas are the same way. And I can also say that about Nigerian and it's another Nigerian and what's the other country out of Africa? I don't think it's Ghanaians, but it's another country where they are insisting that their child become successful. Do not get into the rap game. Do not go ahead, and knock up these girls. We're going to get you a tutor if you're having some challenges in school, blah, blah, blah. They're really good parents in helping guide and lead their child down the right path, where other races don't care. They let the internet raise them, or they're not really that interested in, and I guess you could say grooming their child to be a successful person in their career and in society or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this is the difference here. And so people are always going to be jealous of those who are doing better than them. You have never seen anybody constantly cry and whine about somebody doing worse than them. Okay? And I always like to compare Jewish people, and like I said, maybe I'll do a video on my political channel, because if you understand the history of how the Jews were forbidden to do a lot of stuff and they still became successful, and that's the reason why they're very good with diamonds. That's the reason. What's the reason why they dominate the diamond industry? This is the reason why they dominate Hollywood. Well, they started Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why they're the ones are into financing and banking. As a matter of fact, the whole thing with interest came from Jewish people. Because people were like, okay, I'm going to loan you this $5. You can pay it back to me whenever, and you give me the $5 back. Jews were like, okay, I'm going to give you $5, and then you pay me $6.25 back. Freaking genius. I love it. Because if you want my money, I need to get something out of it to give it to you. Or you get it yourself. So it's all, in my opinion, it all has everything to do with jealousy. And I was fighting with someone today in reference to this, and they was asking me like, oh my God, I can't believe you're supporting these people. I was like, yeah, of course I am. I support the winning team. Why would I support Islam? Islam itself is against me as a woman, not only as a black woman, but as a woman. Why the hell would I do that? You know what I'm saying? I have an aunt in Israel, and their community is just amazing. They really reach out to each other, and they're helping each other. You see what I'm saying? This is what I want you to understand. Like these people, I don't have no reason to hate somebody who got their act together. Okay? And you have these inferior Yakubians who are just mad that they don't got it like that. That's all that is. So anyway, all right. Now, here is the grand finale. We are going to talk about Myron and this white supreme pizza. And oh boy, this is really eye-opening. I edit this out. I edit a lot of the bad words out. And so a lot of the words I edited out was the white supreme pizza kept calling Myron a sand N-word with the hard R. Myron kept calling him an F word that begins with a F and ends with a T with two G's in there. And they go back and forth and back and forth. And it's a very good lesson to be learned here. So let's listen to it. Okay.
Can I make this interesting?
By the way, this is in a Twitter space. The Twitter space is about them crying about Jewish people. That's all the Twitter space is about, okay? So Myron feels that because he gets to come into this room with white supreme pieces, all right, because he hates Jewish people, he feel like he's on the same level. He's like, listen, look here, boss. I done did my thing. I don't went to get the dude. So you to let me come in and be one of you. But Myron loses his mind when the white supreme pizza said, you're not white. Oh, this is so good. So this is what the space is about. The space is not a whites only space. The space is about them crying about what they're going to do about Jews. That's all this says.
Can I make this interesting? Can I make this interesting real quick? Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you're doing a great job calling these, but if we take this country back, we want it for white folks. And would you go home? And you said, I was born here and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites, is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Do you still stand with that answer?
Bro, look, man, I know you're trying to get a clippable moment here for your.
No, it's the truth,
thing or
man.
whatever.
This is the
Like,
issue with whites working with
we're here talking about a
non-whites.
problem. We're over here talking about a problem, then you bring it right back into this whole white thing. Like, dude, shut the fuck
This
up.
whole white thing is what built this country, Myron.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Hey, you
Like,
sand. You sand.
Hey,
It's
I'm in. I am in Florida. I'm in Florida, and I will knock you out on camera.
All right, we're not
Okay,
gonna.
buddy,
I'm not gonna
try
have
it.
violence.
Uh-oh. You in Florida, you gonna knock him out on camera? Uh-oh. Myron, why don't you give him the address and let him know where you're gonna be on the street? Oh yeah, you won't do that. Yo, Myron, you got all that smoke for women. You got all that smoke for Abba and Preach. But when the white supreme pizza said he'll come and knock you out, you ain't got that smoke, dude. You ain't matching that energy. Myron don't say you do it. Myron don't say do it. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'll be here. Myron, watch what Myron. Hold on, let's rewind it. Myron does not accept the challenge. Myron pretends it never was said. Hold on a second. Let's rewind this just a little bit.
Dude,
Hey, you
like,
sand. You sand.
Hey,
It's
listen,
trying
I'm
to
in.
guys.
I am in Florida. I'm in Florida, and I will knock you out on camera.
all right, we're not
Okay,
gonna.
buddy,
I'm not gonna
try
have
it.
violence in the space. It's not even my
Try it.
space. I think Ian's having issues. So look, I'm not gonna allow that in Ian's space.
So all Myron says is try it. Myron, why you just didn't give him an address? Say, okay, let's do this. Myron, you scared of the white supreme pieces? I want you to understand, this man is very hostile towards Myron. All that yelling Myron be doing to women, all that cussing, using all kind of profanity, trying to talk down to us. He ain't got none of that for the white supreme pizza, does he? And here it is, the white supreme pizza be like, yo, I'll come and knock you out. And here go, Myron. Try it. Try it. You a hypocrite, Myron. That's why nobody respects you. Except for your simps, nobody respects you. Your staff don't respect you. Walter don't respect you. People, your white supreme pizza people don't respect you. Even the people you're collabing with don't respect you. And here it is, you got offered to come and throw some hands, and you don't sit up here and say, I'll be here on this street at this time. You ain't gonna do nothing. All you do is lightly say, try it. You don't even say it with your chest. But I want you guys to understand, Myron is getting off on this. Myron enjoys this. Please know that this is something that Myron likes. This is the 4th time he has gone in a space with predominantly white supreme pieces, and then all of a sudden this happens. Like, how many times is this going to happen, dude? Like, seriously?
Mutual combat.
I understand, but like, listen, people are listening.
There
They're
is no
flipping
mutual
things.
combat. I don't even want to deal with you, bro. Like,
Well
you're a weirdo.
then, why are you in? Why do you Browns think
Shut
you
up.
could stay in my country? Why?
Look at this fucking guy. Look,
No,
look,
it's the
look,
truth.
I'm not even
You
talking to
didn't
you
build
right
this
now.
country, Myron. You're not from here.
Fucking address you right
You're
now.
you're not from this country. Why do you think you can stay?
Anyway, like
No,
I'm
it's
saying,
it's a point, Myron.
I'm not
Answer.
Well,
talking to you, man.
actually,
I'm not talking to
here's
you.
a better point. I'm gonna listen. Here's actually a good. We've been talking about an alliance all night tonight. What's the priority? Do we fight Jews? Do we put white people first? What do we do? Listen, free speech on Twitter is an alliance worthy fight, right? Like, where we can all come together around the principle of free speech. It doesn't matter if you're black, brown, white, American, African, Muslim, Christian. It doesn't matter. All right. So this is actually a case where everybody should be united around free speech and fight for everybody's free speech. Okay, that's it. So turning this discussion about free speech on Twitter into turning it into a race war in America, it's just out of order. It's
And that's what this guy.
Here's the thing. When most of the Republicans and the conservatives are being censored, you all created Gab. Remember Gab? And Gab ended up being a cesspool for the NAZIs, right? Then we had D Live, which was supposed to be an alternative to YouTube. Then we had Stream Me. That ended up, that was used to be good, but it ended up crashing and burning too. And then now you have Telegram. So you have all these other venues that are not Twitter, but you all want to be on Twitter. Well, if you want to be on Twitter and it's not owned by anybody Jewish, it's owned by Elon Musk, how is this the Jews' fault again? How does that happen? Also, get your own platform. I don't understand. There's other Telegram. Telegram is there for you guys. Why are you sitting up here trying to make Twitter be the platform for you? I'll tell you why, because everybody on Twitter. Everybody's on Twitter. These commies and a lot of the progressives try to create their own small platform. It end up crashing and burning too. Everybody's on Twitter. Okay? So I don't understand the purpose of you all telling us, we got to find an alliance so we can have free speech. There is no free speech on Twitter. There is no free speech on any social media platform except for Gab, except for, well, not even Telegram now. Now that Pavar is about to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh yeah, Parler. I forgot about Parler. That Parler started, and all of a sudden they got hacked, and everybody who used their driver's license in order to send a DM got exposed. So that was just crazy.
Guys doing is just race baiting. Like I'm talking
No,
about.
no, no. Listen, Myron.
And he comes
Myron.
in here trying to get a clip. Boots me
Myron,
out of
I'm doing just fine.
chat.
I'm doing just fine,
Boots me
bud.
out of his thing because obviously he's like,
because you're not white.
I'm not going to go ahead and debate you. I'm just going to boot you out of my fucking.
Because you're not white.
What does that have to do with anything, dude? I'm not even.
You see how you get treated. The first time he said you're not white, Myron didn't hear him because he was talking. But as soon as he said you're not white, Myron gets triggered. Let's listen to it again. Let's listen to it. Listen to it. The first time he says you're not white, Myron just blah, 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 and then he says it louder. And then, what the heck did they gotta do with that?
Myron, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine,
bud. Boots me out of his thing because obviously he's like,
because you're not white.
I'm not going to go ahead and debate you. I'm just going to boot you out of my fucking.
Because you're not white.
What does that have to do with anything, dude? I'm not even talking to you right now.
Because you're in my country right now. You're in my country right now. You're an invader.
Nothing to do with you.
You hate the Jews.
He's so mad when he got. He literally finally raised his voice when the white supreme pizza said, "You're not white." Once he reminded Myron that he's not white, that's when he got mad. Ain't that something, chat? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? That's where he basically put some bass in his voice. Let's listen to it one more time. This is great. This is great.
Because you're not white.
What does that have to do with anything, dude? I'm not even talking to you right now.
Because you're in my country right now. You're in my country right now. You're an invader.
Nothing to do with you.
You hate the Jews, but at the same time, you are a Jewish bioweapon. You are a Jewish bioweapon, Myron.
Shut up.
Yes, I am. My DNA test is out there, Myron.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're a fucking Mexican. Shut the fuck up, Jorge.
Now, remember when I said earlier, Myron know this guy is not Mexican. Okay, Mexican's not a religion. Okay. He is white. And I told you the reason why Myron is downplaying his race by, instead of saying you're white, he's calling him a Mexican, is because he wants to be able to use slurs that are associated with Hispanics out of Mexico. But he doesn't have the guts to use racial slurs that are used against whites. As a matter of fact, the closest I have ever seen Myron use any racial slur against whites was calling a white guy out of Virginia a hillbilly. That's just the closest I have, and that's not it. That's a soft toss right there. Okay. But he don't call them any kind of names. Cause he's afraid. He's afraid because he's already got a lot of white men angry at him for attacking white women. Okay. And therefore he don't want to rock the boat because Myron has no home. Do you know what I mean? Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Myron has no online home outside of the Fresh and Fit podcast. And that's a job. That's not a home. Okay. I have an online home. My own online home is pro women. Okay. So you will see me mix up with women who are of different nationalities, but are also of different political positions, but we all are pro women. Okay. So you'll see me with people from the lesbian community. You'll see me with people who are libertarian, women, I'm sorry, women who are libertarians. You'll see me associated around with some TERFs. You know, you'll see me associated around some feminists. You'll see me associated around some women who are liberal. And of course, you'll have some women like myself and Lauren Southern who are on the right. We all have different ideologies, but one thing we share in common is the advancement and the strength of women. We do not believe in the subjugation of women. That's my online home. I also have another online home, which is conservatism and right wingers. Okay. Cause that's my politics. So I have 2 channels. All right. And one of my channels political. And that's where you see my political beliefs. Although I don't tweet about it, I still talk about it. And that is part of my home. Myron is not accepted in the conservative circles because conservative circles and the right wingers, we are Zionists, we are pro-Jews, we love Jewish people. Okay, so when you are anti-Semitic and you hate Jews, we don't have anything to do with you. So he's not embraced there. Okay, he's definitely not embraced in the black community, obvious reasons, but he's not embraced in the if you call people who are descendants of slaves FBA or ADOS, what do you call people who are descendants of immigrants? Do they have a community? I'm sincerely asking. I'm not asking to be like funny, sarcastic. I'm sincerely asking, are descendants of slaves part of a community? Do they have their own thing that they have? Did they call? Anybody know? And also you have he's not accepted in the white supreme pizza genre. So that is not accepted. That's not wanted. So he has no home. He wants to be part of an online community. But what community is he going to be a part of? The white supreme pieces don't want him. The pro men, no, not the pro men. I gotta look into this even more. Maybe Myron shouldn't have been actively trying to make enemies. He can't help it. He's a very unhappy person, and when you are unhappy, you make enemies intentionally and unintentionally.
Over here trying to sit there and say, I'm white.
My DNA test is out there, Myron. Is yours?
Look, he's still mad about the whole thing. You're not white. You're going around saying I'm white. Yeah, you can't say that, Myron. Excuse me, Rufadel. You can't say you're white. You mad that this white man can say he white? Ooh, scandalous.
Over here trying to say
this is out there, Myron.
Get the f out of here, dude. You're fucking Mexican. Shut the f up, Jorge. Over here trying to sit there and say I'm white.
My DNA test is out there, Myron. Is yours? Is yours, Myron?
Right now. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Myron, you are a non-white invader. Thank the.
All right, that's just unproductive. Like,
so he put him temporarily. So Sam put him temporarily on mute. And then he's going to take him off mute, which doesn't do anything. They go right back to fighting.
Igniting a race war in this space tonight, HT, uncalled for, unnecessary. You can have a different space for that. Like earlier, that might have been appropriate, but right now we're talking about free speech on Twitter. So
This non-white is calling me a Mexican. All right,
bro, you're attacking him too. So listen, like you said, it was mutual combat, but it's over now. We're not going to derail.
My point is this, Sam. Sam, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to be pro-white, and you have non-whites in here that are naming right, and they don't want to go home after we defeat then
you ain't gonna defeat nobody. You guys, out of all the white people, you guys make up less than 1% of the white population. You are insignificant. You're just loud online. And you do more to get people against you than for you. Your techniques never work. Nobody with any kind of reasonable 3-digit IQ pay attention to you all. You're insufferable. And people just don't, your own race don't like you. So what does that say about your little movement?
You're going to be in a sticky situation with the pro-whites that help you get to your
as
cause.
I already said, this country has never been 100.0% white. It's never going to be 100%.
That's true. It's never been that way. United States ain't never been 100% white. The United States ain't never been an ethno state. It's never been an ethno state.
0% white. That's just that's not even enough within the realm of possibility to even be called a pipe dream. All right, so
1790 Naturalization Act was for what? No reason? Just
it
so guys like Myron can be here?
But the country, even at that point, was not 100.0 white. Okay, so it just wasn't. It never was. It never has been. It never will be. That's just not even a pipe dream, bro.
See, this is where we have an issue, where these non-whites get to be in here.
If you think we're going to eradicate...
My ancestors went and bought and captured slaves and brought them here, and now they won't go back. Hey, let me tell you something. And I said this when the alt-right was alive and kicking. I said, if there's a such thing of anybody going back, all of y'all have to go back. You and me. We're born here. So I'm native to this country because I have paperwork stemming back to the late 1600s to show that my ancestors have been here as slaves. Okay. I even have on my mom's side where some were, we had a mixed relative, great grandma or grand aunt, something like that, who was half Irish, half black, and was an indentured servant. So I got roots here from the late 16,000s, okay, and and have the documents to prove it. Yeah, this is my country, baby. I'm a Native American, baby. Okay, I'm not sitting here going to listen to you tell me you. First of all, I want you to understand that this is just talk. Those of you who are listening to this, don't get angry. It's like a little baby saying, I'm going to take over the house and eat chocolate cake for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. You just look at the little baby and go, oh, that's so sweet. You so stupid. You know you ain't going to have that type of power. You're a baby. You're just crying. They don't have that power. They'll never, ever have that type of power. TJ said I trolled them on Twitter. Yeah. They never had. So you just listen to their deranged. You understand it'll never be this way. It'll never, ever get to the point where there is a white ethno state. It's just impossible. And I'm going to say the word impossible. It's impossible with this country. It's never going to happen. So just listen to him just spurg out or chimp out and then keep it moving. Okay? So there's that. Most black people, what white sounded that rewrite that, Alu. That didn't make no sense. We are all Africans anyway. Facts. Everything came from Africa. Everybody came from Africa.
Eradicate every non-white.
I didn't say eradicate. I didn't say eradicate.
Well, yes, you
I
are.
said
You're
go home.
talking getting rid of Myron here. Like
this is our home. Even though Myron was born, listen, I hate Myron, but he's right. If you born here, this your home. You can tell that to his parents. His His parents migrated here from Sudan, but he was born here. Sorry, your Constitution made it that way. Well, our Constitution made it that way.
It's just an unnecessary. You've completely derailed the discussion, man.
No, it is a topic, Joel. Is there
the topic right now? The topic right now is censorship on Twitter. That's what we're talking.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, Alu rewrote it. Most black people have white sounding last names, not African ones, is what I meant to say. Okay. Yeah. And I don't know why these anti-Semites want to sit up here and debate with me thinking I'm dumb, right? So they would like the white supreme pieces. I want you to understand they will lie on Jewish people because they are too inferior to fight their own battles. So they want black people to be the muscle. So they'll try to get us mad by saying Jews control the slave trade. That's not true. Okay. And they'll say, well, there were more Jewish slave owners than there were white slave owners. And I had some idiot try to lie to me like that. And I said, I can prove to you right now that you're a liar. But here, before I epically own you, what am I going to get in return? And he wouldn't take me up on it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. Slaves took on the last name of their slave owners. Let's list the common last names of blacks. Jackson, Brown, Johnson, Jones. Hold on a second. There's another one. I'm missing one. What's another popular black name, last name? Washington. Thank you. Okay, Washington. All right. So Jenkins. I'm sitting here saying like, oh yeah, that's another good one. Thank you, JD. Adams. Williams. You see all that? James. That's another one. So you see all these Christian Christian Catholic last names. I don't know nobody named Lottenberg. I don't know no Katisha Lottenberg. Okay? I don't know no, there you go, Mars. Tyrone Goldstein. What? All right. LaQuandra Spielberg. Where they at? See, here's the deal. The reason why a lot of these people don't mess with me, because I'm not dumb. I know history. I know the things I defend. All right? Whoopi name wasn't even, her original name wasn't even Goldberg. She legally changed it to that. I got a super chat. She literally changed her name to Goldberg. I'm black, but I have an Irish last name. Yeah, exactly. So it's like these people want to sit up here and try to rewrite history, but if you just take the time to just look at the last names of blacks, that's not true. That is nowhere near true. They're trying to rewrite history because they're taking advantage of the educational system, not teaching you about slavery, not teaching you the truth about that, who started it, who did this, who did that. They want to sit up here and revise it and say, oh, the Jews did. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And the guy knew I knew what I was talking about, because I said, if I sit up here and make you look stupid, what's in it for me? Because I'm so tired of basically shutting you idiots down, proving that you're dumb and I'm smart. Want to sit up here and blame Jews for everything when I can by the last name of black people can show you a liar. The last name of black people can show that you're a liar. Okay? So I don't want to hear this stuff. Anyway, let's continue.
about. We're not talking about white versus black in the future, whatever ethno state, whenever, if ever it happens. Okay, that's
It's
not what
never going to happen.
We're talking about.
It's never going to happen. There's never going to be an ethno state.
Censorship on Twitter. I was making a point that this is actually a great case for allying with people who aren't like us, because we all want free speech, right? None of us want to be kicked off Twitter. You've been kicked off.
They gonna make your own. My thing is like, I'm like, this, you guys keep getting put in Twitter jail, and you're like, okay, I don't want to be on Twitter no more. Then go create your own stuff. What the hell? Like, why do y'all sit up here and cry? Always crying about the Jews, but then you want to be on their platforms.
Twitter, how many times, Handsome?
Quite a few.
All right. So do you want to get kicked off again? Do you want to get other people kicked off?
Remember that space we had in December?
No,
that was awesome.
It's not about that. It's about principles of our ancestors said that this country's for us.
That's not the topic of discussion right now.
No ancestor said that, by the way. That's a lie.
No. So that's
it's
just not the topic of discussion right now. We're talking about censorship on Twitter. So you've made your point. You've made your point. Like, non-white people don't belong in the future American ethno state under your dreams. Okay, So you've made your point. Now we're going to get back to talking about how we can defeat this censorship on Twitter. Okay.
Well, I know how Marjorie Taylor Greene could mention white gentlemen once in a while.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
Yeah, Marjorie, get up here and start talking about white. That'd be nice.
You know what's interesting, dude?
Okay. Listen, this is another good part with Myron. Myron comes in and says, I am helping you all. I support white supreme pizza. I actually believe that you guys are a victim. I sit up here and talk about how the Jews are being mean to you all. And then you treat me like this. This right here is the most pathetic part of the podcast, of the stream ever. This right here is like, dag, Myron, have some backbone, dude. Have some backbone. Look here, Marshall. I've been doing everything. I just want you to understand that I've been doing all the good things, and you sitting here calling me all kind of S words and saying N words with the hard R. Just that, like, dude, really? Have some daggone mercy on your pride. All right, here we go.
You know what's interesting? As someone who's, of Arab and black descent, I've been very vocal about whites, right? Having the ability to claim, to say, hey, like, I don't think white supremacy is a bad thing. I don't have an issue with whites saying.
I don't think white supremacy is a bad thing. Look here, Massa. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going to sit here and let you know. Tap, 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 tap. I support the white supreme pieces. Tap, 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 tap. Like, what a thing for a black person to say. Myron, you understand that they will string you up to a tree in a heartbeat, right? You understand you should never be okay with white supremacy. They will string you up and dangle you from a tree, you idiot. See, he thinks he's the special one, though. He thinks he's the special one. He thinks that what they will do to anybody who's not white, they'll spare him because of all the good work he's doing right now, talking against the Jewish people, going against women, talking against black folks in the FBA, and belittling people like Tariq Nasheed. Like, yeah, JD, is we sick, boss? Is we sick, boss? Dude, this is okay. Let me rewind that part. Listen to this again. It's amazing, dude. It's so amazing. Like, wow. Oh my goodness.
You know what's interesting, dude? You know what's interesting? As someone who's, of Arab and black descent, I've been very vocal about whites, right? Having the ability to claim, to say, hey, like, I don't think white supremacy is a bad thing. I don't have an issue with whites saying, like, yo, our country was founded by whites and needs to stay a majority white. I don't have an issue with you guys being able to want to keep your race white. Like, hey, we don't want interracial marriages, etc.
Yet still you and that go crusty guy over here saying we don't get down with the brown like that. You promote interracial dating. The hypocrisy here. I think it's okay if you want to keep your race white, but then you promote interracial. By the way, You know, I ain't got no problem with no interracial dating. What I'm saying is that I would never say nothing stupid like this. Yes, his ex-boyfriend Eric is white. Excuse me, is currently white, still white. Okay, last time I checked. Okay. I'm like, dude, he's so pathetic.
I've been a stark defender of white people being able to have this and be able to practice it without people calling them. But then I get dickheads like this Mexican coming in here.
I'm not Mexican, you stand.
Wait.
We don't want interracial marriages, etc.
He doesn't want interracial marriages, etc. Yes, you do, Myron. If that's the case, then you would have told your co-host Walter to stop interracially dating. You guys said y'all not down with the brown like that. Well, we can see you not down with the brown like that. But Walter is impregnating white women and making them get abortions.
Stark defender of white people being able to have this and be able to practice it without people calling them. But then I get dickheads like this Mexican coming in here.
I'm not Mexican, you stand.
For no fucking reason talking.
I'm not Mexican, you camel jockey.
Trying to get a fucking clip in here wearing a sombrero. You dude. Because if
again, you only calling him wearing a sombrero. You only talking about him being Mexican because you don't want to use racial slurs against him because he's white. I don't care about if you attack me as a white person. I'm going to go after you as a white. I swear to God, I'm gonna come after you. Y'all see me do it. Not gonna sit up here and say, "Oh no, I'm not gonna use any racial slurs." You the hell. Somebody got me clipped saying mayonnaise that was JS. JS got me clipped when I called not so erudite a mayonnaise monster. Okay. So yeah. And Myron's puns. Oh yeah, and mayo mites. I use that all the time too. So like, dude, I don't hold back. And he can't even do it, so he has to pretend that this guy is a Mexican. If you see a picture of him, which is he's a very unattractive white man. He's clearly white. But even if he was out of Mexico, there's white people in Mexico. There are literally white Mexicans, but this guy is not that.
Want to go ahead and have jokes? We can go ahead and play this game. You high school dropout, dumb that can't keep a job, criminal. I've actually served my country. What the have you done?
What did you serve, Zog? You served Zog? You served Zog? You served Zog. You went and fought a war for Jews? You fought a war for Jews?
I can name the Jews and throw the Roman salute just like you. I'm not fucking scared of nobody. I do this shit.
Look at him. I can throw the little mustache salute. I can do the Jews are bad like you. Okay, I'm on your level. And not realizing he'll never be on these people's level. They'll never look at you that way. How does he not believe that? Is he that in denial to where he doesn't want to believe that they would never accept him as as equal? Like, wow.
You want to be a racist? I can be a racist too. You beaner.
I'm not a Mexican.
Yeah, but you're not being a racist there, Myron. You calling a white man a Hispanic because you don't want to use white racial slurs. This white man don't care about you calling him a beaner. He's not Mexican. He's not from Mexico. That's like calling me a Norwegian or Swedish. I'm like, what? I'm not from Sweden. Yes, you are. You Swedish. You want some cheese? Swedish. Want some chocolate? Want some sweetened chocolate? That's what you over there making them sweetened chocolate. Dude, those puns don't hit because I'm not from Sweden. Yes, you are. You want to have your pigtails like a Swedish girl? Huh?
I think you better get that straight. What do you get with sombrero? What are you talking about? No, I'm not. How much you want to bet? How much? Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is right now. How much you want to bet? Put your money where your mouth is, Myron. How much you want to bet? Put your money on it. Put your money on it. Put your money on it, Myron.
I don't bet.
Yeah, that's
I don't bet. I don't bet. So he runs away from a fight, Then he says, I'm not Mexican. Put your money on it. Put your money on it. And Mr. Now, by the way, Mr. Facts Don't Care About Your Feelings says, I don't bet. Well, then, Myron, if you don't bet, then go ahead and tell him to go ahead and post up his DNA test to prove that he is not Mexican. Right, JD. Tree, go back to Ireland, please. That just means nothing to me. It's not insulting or nothing. You see what I'm saying? But this one said, even when he's confronting someone who's literally calling him a sand N-word with the hard R, he still is a punk. He still is submissive. He still can't go at him hard. And that's pathetic. That is so pathetic.
That's right. You're full of non-white fucking scumbag.
I don't gamble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wait. Even if you don't gamble, then you should have like, okay, you say you are not a Mexican. Let me see your 21 and me, 23 and me. Okay. Let me see your 23 and me. Huh? Let me see that. Let me see your 23 and me. So yeah, that's my thing, is that this guy, like, seriously, he doesn't want to know the truth because he knows he's lying. Facts do care about his feelings, and his feelings are very hurt because one of his white zaddies, his white overlords, don't want him, will not accept him no matter how much he does what they do. Going against blacks, going against Jews, going against women who are not, I guess you could say, trad and all this other stuff. Well, they basically got him about going after women so much.
You pimp out white kids to go be degenerates, you fucking scumbag.
How do I pimp out white kids?
Don't you run some yacht service teaching white kids how to get pussy? You fucking degen.
This guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
got you. Busted.
Listen, this isn't my space. We're not gonna. This is Ian's space. I'm not gonna tolerate any more of this. So handsome, Fred, Myron.
Yeah, this
if you
dude's
guys,
bro.
Hey, shut up. You're a simp.
Low IQ.
Come on, guys. Come on. Let's elevate the discourse. I'm
not gonna let some simp talk
Stop calling them names. Everybody, stop calling everybody names.
And this is the problem, right? You get an ally, right, that comes in and says, "Yo, look, I understand." You
get an ally. You get an ally that says, I understand white supremacy. I support it. Why won't you love me? Why won't you love me? I can be like you. Please let me be one of you. Accept me. Love me. Want me. A tea.
Let some simp talk.
Stop calling them names. Everybody, stop calling everybody names.
As an ally.
And this is the problem, right? You get an ally, right, that comes in and says, "Yo, look, I understand, obviously preserving the white race, white genocide, etc. I've actually been one of the vocal people with a big platform that's talking about this shit." And then you get a guy like this dude saying, "Well, if you help us out."
Look at that. I have one of the biggest platforms as an ally to basically promote white supreme pieces. White supremacy, I'm actually on your side. And you come over here and you talk against me, you call me all these names. Don't you know I'm one of the good ones? I could never in my life see myself feeling safe around these type of people. Are you serious? I'm saying that not only as a black person, I'm saying it as a woman in general. Regardless of my race as a woman, I'm never safe around these type of men. But to sit up here and say, as an ally who has a big platform, who advocates for whites like you to be who you are, I can't believe you are talking to me this kind of way. I am hurt, and I am going to throw soft slurs at you by knowingly calling you a Mexican when I know you're white.
Aren't you going to go back to your country?
Why wouldn't you, though? Why wouldn't you, though?
Country, I've done more for this country than you have.
Okay, listen. Without the name calling, why wouldn't you, though?
I was born and raised here. This is
my
country.
God.
I put my life on the line for this country. I've took a pledge of allegiance for this country.
Thank
What
you,
have
bro.
done?
I was
What have you
born
done?
here,
Have you defended
bro.
this country?
Hey, man, I
Have
was
you
a
defended this
Mexican
country?
born here too, bro. I'm a Mexican born here.
If you're going to ask him a question, let him answer.
Exactly.
But bro, I was born here, Sam. Do you know how many times I hear I was born here from the third world Mexicans when I go on OME?
Listen,
hey, when are you going to go back home, Mexican? I was born
You're
here.
putting the cart before the horse. You're putting the cart. We've said this all night. You're putting the cart before the horse. We can't solve any issues until we deal with the.
Hey, it is part of the Constitution, nationalized citizenship when you are born here. Okay? Your ancestors made it that way. Stop blaming everybody else. Your ancestors set that up. These people, I swear.
Okay, that's look at this issue right now with free speech on Twitter. We can't even have speech on Twitter because literally Jews. We got Jews with the goat. We got Mark Cuban. We got Gabe Hoffman. These guys are all reporting us. They're getting us demonetized. You got Mossad infiltration. You got Unit 82.
Then leave. Make your own platform. Leave. You don't have to be on Twitter. You don't have to be on YouTube. You don't have to be on Instagram. Leave. I don't. Leave. Hold on. Can you guys hear? Oh, I messed up. Okay. I can't hear myself now. Oh. I got so excited. I said, how do I sound, guys? Because I can't hear myself now. Because I hit my cord. Now I can't hear myself talk. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. They thinking. I sound good? Okay, I sound fine. Okay. Yeah, just leave. Leave.
100 infiltration. You got these people using APAC to get laws passed in Congress and on college campuses. It's
then make your own. Get your own college campus.
This is just another stark reminder
that
we've got to deal with the Jewish problem.
In all fairness, I appreciate Myron speaking out for white people. I do, but I just am opposed for why we can't just go back to why the non-whites just can't go back happily to their own country without Jewish influence and live a fucking good life.
HT, in 1965, when they changed the immigration law, America was 89%.
No, it was a white Catholic and a white Jewish senator. And the white president, which was John F. K. Jr. No, was it Jr.? Who was the president? Was John F. K. a junior or just a John F. K.? John F. K., who's also white no, wait. He was the senator. Who was the president during that time? Hold on, guys. Man, I got to brush up on this stuff. I haven't done this in so long since I have. Hold on a second. No. I know. It was Johnson. Johnson was the president. JFK was the Senate Majority Leader. Okay, never mind. So you had two white men, actually three white men and one Jewish white man passed that. So stop blaming it on Jews.
White and 10% black, 10% black, and another random smattering of other stuff.
Was it Eisenhower? No, I think. Hold on. Jesus, what year was that? That was 1965, right? 1965 was Johnson, right? Hold on a second. Who was the president in 1965? No, I think it was Johnson. Yeah, it was Johnson. Johnson did that. So, yeah.
Neck on the line for this country. I'm not going nowhere for this guy. I've literally put my neck on the line for this country.
That's so far down the road, it's not even worth wasting any more time.
Right. JFK, thank you. Okay, now we're putting it all together. Thank you, Vanessa. JFK was assassinated, and Lyndon B. Johnson was the one who signed that in. Technically, he is not. He is Sudanese heritage, but he is. His nationality is American. So there's that. So you have like some people who have Italian parents, saying, so that if they're born in America, they'll have Italian heritage, things like that. I don't. I keep it pretty simple. Yeah, his parents are the ones who immigrated to America.
On that discussion.
Have you
because-
served your country? No, you worked at a fucking restaurant.
By the way, and I want Myron talking about he served this country. Myron was a pencil pusher for Homeland Security. Myron didn't do no field work. I don't know why he keeps lying to everybody talking about something. I was on there locking people up. No, he wasn't. Myron was a pencil pusher.
I would never serve I would never serve Zog, buddy. You did.
Then shut your mouth. You literally.
No, you're going. No. Listen,
this country,
no, you fought. You. What do you go fight Muslims for Jews? You fight Muslims for Jews.
Wait, Handsome Truth, aren't you that dude that dresses up like a girl in Omegle, dude?
No.
Yes, he does. So it's like they all got skeletons in their closet. I told you guys that when I was full-time domination, these guys were my main customers. They always wanted to come in and be humiliated, doing race play. Okay? So these guys always have some twisted type of crazy kink that goes totally against what they stand for. And yet they're going to call other people degenerate. Please. So yes, he used to put a filter on to make himself look wearing a woman's dress. Like, you know, this is one of Nick Fuentes' boys, okay? So it seems to be like, dude, you're not in a position, but I want you to understand, that's them. That's what they normally do. That's them.
Oh, it's a filter.
I'm sorry, let me
Muslims for Jews.
Wait, Handsome Truth, aren't you that dude that dresses up like a girl in Omegle, dude?
No, it's a filter.
So you just pretend to be a girl on the internet?
Yes.
I don't think it might be too elaborate for you to understand.
You call us, that makes sense.
I mean, we could let the gloves talk. And we could see who's.
Why do you instantly go to like fucking
host, you can't boot anybody.
Because when it comes
by the way, notice how Myron because I had to cut that out. He says, why don't we get off of here and let the gloves talk? You effing SN. That's what I cut out, right? Let me rewind it again. He said, why don't we just put the gloves on hold on, let me see what he said again. Hold on.
Too elaborate for you to understand.
You call us, that makes sense.
I mean, we could let the gloves talk and we could see who's.
Why do you
So, and she said, we can let the gloves talk. You effing SN, right? And Myron ignores it again. He gets challenged to box, and Myron says nothing.
When you're not the fucking host, you can't boot anybody.
Because what it comes down to is this. This is a non-white. This is a non-white. This is a non-white.
All right, guys. Let's just move past this. HT, you know there's a civil war in Sudan, right? You're telling them to move back there. What, to a war zone?
No. If everything, truth. If everything was fine and all the were removed and we had everything fine, people could go back to their own countries,
including you. You are not. If we're gonna play that game, all of us are out of here, except for Native Americans. Y'all don't want to play that game. If you're talking about if you were not originally here before the various tribes of this land, then yeah, you gotta go to cook Europe. We go back to Africa or to the Caribbeans or whatever. But this is what I'm saying. This is a pipe dream that's never, ever going to happen. We are descendants here, okay? I have ancestors here. A lot of people can have ancestors that's been proven from decades and decades and decades. Going way back to the 16,000s, going to the 17,000. You can't sit up here and tell people what they can and cannot do, where they can and cannot go. What you talking about, idiot?
have wonderful lives. But for some reason, the non-whites who say they were born here, right, think that they can stay here. And it goes against nature. How
does it go against nature? How does saying, hey, I was born here, My mama and pappy were born here. My grannies and my great-grannies and my great-great-grannies and my great-great-great-grannies were born here. You ain't about to remove no generation. That's why y'all ain't got no power anyway. But like I said, if you're feeling yourself getting angry, don't. These people have no power. They're just chimping out on the internet. That's all they got.
Understand that Myron might not know this, but the reason why he's in this country is because of Jews.
Well,
I'm actually not going to disagree.
I don't know that that's the case.
Jews that cause a lot of the wars. You're not wrong, but the problem is that's a hypothetical. That's not.
He is wrong. We're in this country because of white people. We're not here because of Jews. And by the way, thank you, white people, because I love being here in America. So the Africans that sold my ancestor to you, okay, kudos to you, kudos. Okay, I'd rather be here than there. So no, no damn. Again, the revising of history is amazing.
It's not. It's so far down the road.
Countries have been devastated.
We don't
feasible.
know how we're going to resolve. We don't know how we're going to resolve the immigration population issue down the road.
What's that colorism, Queen? Hold on, I got a couple of you guys coming here. Hey, Josie, what you coming here? Josie, we're about to end. You coming here all late? Damn, I need to go. Oh, speaking of that, I gotta go. Guys, I have not been in the Discord for like 4 days. My apologies. I've been really, really busy. I think I'm going there tonight. I know I said I was going to do that Monday night, but I end up being busy. So my bad. So I'm not going to the gym today because I gotta finish these videos. Oh my God, I gotta finish these videos.
Once we deal with the question, all right, we don't know how that's going to shake out. It's worthless fighting over it, and I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to have a racial and interracial fight.
I'll let it go.
Continue to disrupt this.
I'll let it go. I'm not going to say
because if you don't, I'm going to let you go. I'm just going to be real up front.
No more. You can play hard to get. All right, Sam.
No, I'm just listen.
I'm busting your balls. I'll be quiet. I'll let it go.
I'll let you be up here all night tonight and do your thing.
I'll let it go.
So listen, you could tell Myron is butthurt because the white supreme pizza says, I'm going to let it go. But guess who's too emotional to let it go? It's Myron. Myron is so hurt. Myron is so upset that this white supreme pizza does not accept him as an equal brother, that he doesn't want to let it go. I just know that I'll be kicking you out. Their accounts are on private and you be blocked if they allowed you into that space. I just know they'll be kicking you out. Sorry, I read that wrong. They'll be kicking you out. Their accounts on private and you be blocked if they allowed you into that space. I don't even want to go into a space like that. That's the thing. I see those spaces sometimes and I go, ew. I see those every now and then. I see those spaces and I go, I have no desire. I don't even go in there anonymously. Cause I'm like, well, no. Hold on. So I just lied. There was one whites only group I went into anonymously only to see if Myron was going to show up. That's it. And honey, I was bored out my head listening to them in their fictitious world. Yeah, boy, when we have our own white country, then we get to have Whole Foods every 5 miles and Sprouts too. And then we don't have to worry about sanitation because honey, I was like, are they smoking weed or something? Like, are they having drugs on this? Hey, Manny, thank you so much for the $5. Love you, Tree. Miss Mayan is pukey stuff. Yes, Miss Myron is pukey stuff. puke coming out of an emoji face. Thank you so much. Hey, Manny. But it's like these guys are so, ladies and gentlemen, don't waste your time fantasizing about a utopia that's never going to exist. Okay? I know some of the women I hang out with are like, just don't deal with men. But I'm sorry. I like peeing. Boom, headshot. I'm not getting rid of men. You just got to know how to deal with them, okay? I'm just sorry. I get it. All right. I'm just not one of them. I totally understand where my sisters are coming from, but I'm never going to get rid of men. Okay? I can't think. I understand it sounds like a good world to be in, but I'd rather teach women how to protect themselves. I'd rather teach women how to be stronger, how to put themselves first. And, I'd rather teach them how to, do for themselves and be better women. But there's no way I'm going to ever say get rid of men. I'm not even just, I totally understand my feminist sisters who believe in that, but I'm sorry, I like dingling. I really do. I really do. I'm just saying, okay? All right, here we go. All right, so, what I was going to say. So the white supreme pizza is about to, it's saying I'm going to let it go. But this just goes to show you that Myron is so effeminate, so emotional, he doesn't let it go. Watch this.
Let it go.
I'll let you be up here. If you don't, I'm going to let you go. I'm just going to be real up front. No
you can play hard to get? All right, Sam.
No, I'm just, listen.
I'm busting your balls. I'll be quiet. I'll let it go.
I'll let you be up here all night tonight and do your thing.
I'll let it go.
But you derailed the space now long enough. Let's get back to censorship on Twitter. Okay, that's.
I wouldn't say derailed. It's an issue we need to talk about.
Well, you completely derailed it, bro. We're talking about it. Now you want to make it about the SQ, the sombrero question, which is where you need to go back to.
Hey, listen, you see
what I'm saying? He went and said, now we need to make it about the sombrero question. Still calling this white guy Mexican because he's too coward to call him any kind of racial slur that's associated with whites. Dude, this guy, oh my God. And he wants to call women emotional? All right.
Myron, let's get back to Twitter censorship. We have Leonardo Joni here.
Okay, and so that was the end of it. Are you not entertained? Okay, so let's just do a cool down. Are you not entertained, chat? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? So that's Myron in all his cowardly ways. That was one of the biggest cowardice thing I have seen Myron do in a long, long time. Like, dude, like really, you really wanna? Oh, I see what happened, guys. Hold on. Okay, I can hear myself now again. Sorry. I plugged it back up. So, this, I guess the most pathetic part of that whole thing is, hey, I am an ally. Why won't you accept me? I'm an ally. I support white supremacy. He literally says, I support white supremacy. Imagine supporting the very thing that would take you out. They will hang you from a tree and you talking about I support this. That's like me saying, I support Andrew Tate and the things that he do to women. Knowing that he would do the same thing to me if given a chance. Why would I support someone who not only despises me, but wants me gone? That's just crazy. And he thinks, and like I said, he thinks that because he is an ally, because he used their rhetoric, because he goes out there and attack the groups that they attack, that makes him one of them. And like the guy, you heard him when he says, Myron, you're not white. And for the first time, after being called all kinds of sand N-words with the hard R, Myron finally speaks with his chest and get loud. All because a white man said you're not white. You get mad and a white person tells you a fact. You get mad though. You get mad. A white person literally told you a fact and you mad. You mad. Woo, child. I swear. What's going on? That was so pathetic of Myron. He has zero self-respect. Zero. Very zero. Myron would do only for a zaddy. Facts, Lisa. I only said I was white supremacist when I was successfully sprinkling them. You be surprised how many white supremacists like black people say, colorism queen. Honey, I told you. You probably wasn't here. I told you. Well, I told the chat. I said when I was doing domination full time, these guys were my main customers. And they wanted degrading race play. They wanted me to humiliate them for being white. Okay, that's why when I came back on Twitter, I said, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. As a matter of fact, how do I find this tweet? Hold on. Let me see if hold on a second. When I came back on Twitter, what was that, 23 or 22? I specifically said, because they sit up here, hold on a second, tree. They sit up here and say, okay, I'm going to find it for you guys. They sit up here and try to, come at me. Hold on a second, let me see. Hold on, guys. See if I can find. Oh, Jesus. I don't even tweet that much. I'm trying to find that tweet of mine where I announce. Hold on, let me see. Put dominatrix. I can't find it. There was a tweet I had where, hold on. Daisy, yes, Daisy. I can't. Okay, I'm going to give up in a minute. Woo, I'm so glad I'm searching this on this side so y'all don't see all these. Okay, I can't find it. But there was a tweet that showed my website. I have my website, and I'm sitting in my queen chair where I'm telling the white supreme pieces that I am retired, that I can no longer, that their black queen can no longer dominate them anymore. And I also, and the tweet says, as a matter of fact, the tweet said, you racist white boys were, as a matter of fact, that's, hold on, let me try that. My tweet said, you racist white boys were my best customers. Let me try it that way. And the thing about it is that, hold on, let me say, you racist white boys. Racist white boys. Mm-hmm. Dude, how is this hard for me to find on my own Twitter? Okay. Look like I say racist white boy a lot. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up, guys. I give up. I give up. But anyway, but these guys, they act big and bad and like act like they hate black people, but they love black women. They love black, and they pretend to hate us. Do y'all know? Hold on. Here's something you probably don't know. Richard Spencer was caught live on camera with a black woman trying to sneak out of his room. Press 1 if you remember that. We're going old school, y'all. Richard Spencer was having a debate, and there was a black woman. She was trying to hide her face and try to sneak out the back room, and he instantly turned off his webcam. Okay? You remember that, Kiwan? Yes. Richard was debating Sargon of Akkad. It was a really big event. It was on Andy's, and that's what Andy was saying back then. It was on Andy's channel, and we were watching it, and all of a sudden, there was a woman who had a blanket over her. You could clearly see she was black, right? There you go. Oh, Sun Dormant. Oh, my God. Bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Can y'all give Sun Dormant some roses, please, and some flowers? Thank you. Here's a tweet. Right here. This is it. Yep. Right here. Right here. Because they try to basically put me on like, dude, I'm not coming back. Well, I'm back now, part-time. But I was like, yes, I'm a retired dom. I used to beat, abuse, and humiliate men, but there's no sex and they cannot touch me except when kissing my butt or feet. Are you going to forget that the fact that you racist white boys were my best customers? Boom, headshot. This is from my website. Read the bottom paragraph. Dear cuck manless of the alt-right. That's when the alt-right was big, right? I know you envy your fellow alt-right comrade Millennial Matt for being one of my loyal slaves in the past. When he shared on his Twitter account that he used to be one of my loyal slaves. So I'm like, you can't come out against, like, I don't know. I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Like, you all know, these guys know that I'm proud of being a dom, that I'm back in it part-time, right? They know this, but yet still they go, ha, well, you used to be in dominatrix. I'm like, yeah, I know, you used to be my best customers. You guys love me. You used to worship me. What the hell are you talking about? Please know that, listen, when they say it's a thin line between love and hate, it is. All of these daggone white supreme pieces love themselves some chocolate. They all love some chocolate. Trust and believe. And when it got to the point where I thought Richard Spencer, I didn't know he, bat for both teams. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, he's definitely gay, but nope, he likes chocolate too. Let me see if I can find that video of him with that. Let me see. And then we'll go ahead and end it. Let me see if I can find the video of him with the black woman sneaking out, trying to sneak out of his room. Hold on a second. Let's see. Richard Spencer, black. Would they say black girl? Black. I'm going to say black girl. Then I'm going to say black girl, lady, and woman. Girl in the background. Let me see if we can find that video. He probably also. Oh! Okay, wait. I don't think the video is going to be out because Andy deleted all his videos. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. No. No. That video is going to be gone forever. Yeah, that video. Ah, darn. I forgot about that. Andy deleted all his videos. Andy deleted all his videos. So that video is no longer available. Unless somebody else have it, which I'm sure they do, but I would have to probably go to Gab and look for it or something like that, or do a deep. You remember that Andy Worski? Yeah. So it was all on Andy Worski's channel, and I said, "Oh, I said Richard Spencer loved black women secretly. Scandalous, baby, scandalous." Tell you, they all like the chocolate, baby. They just don't want you to know. So they don't want to be removed from the KKK roster. Oh God. Oh, the memories. I'm glad some of you all was there to see it though. It's good to have that confirmation. Cause it's like, I have a good memory. I tell you, I have a good memory. I remember a lot of stuff that's supposed to go on. I don't know why it's taking up space, but it does. So anyway. All right, guys. All right. So listen, hopefully, by the way, on this Sunday, I'm going to be on Chrissy's channel, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be doing the show early, so it doesn't affect the show this Sunday. But anyway, guys, hopefully nothing happens tomorrow or Friday, so we can catch up on old news that I've been holding on to. Okay. So I appreciate all this new content, but I really, really want to get into some back news that we haven't got into yet. Okay. So thank you guys for coming by. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you. The videos will be uploaded tomorrow, and I'm gonna catch up on that tonight because I'm not even going to go to the gym. I gotta catch up on these videos, and then I'll see you guys on Friday. All right. Later, taters. Bye bye.